There it is.
Welcome back, everybody. Is it session 5 now of our campaign?
I believe so.
I think so. All right. Before we get started, just going to do a recap of the last session. First of all, we got Joe joining us here. He's going to be a guest for this session and maybe more. Going back to session 4, going to summarize what we did last there. So we began Aaron playing Jimothy Horl-fac and Isaac playing Gurth. They were stranded on the island Dublin, and they had just lit in the beacon. They had fought the monster, lit the beacon, and they were waiting on the sandbank for the ship that they summoned to arrive. The ship summoned, brought him back on board. They had a cordial chat with the captain, and then the captain promptly put them in the holding cells beneath deck, said it was a ship policy to put any newcomers in the holding cells until they reached their destinations. So while they were in the holding cells, they met a uniquely strange individual, an old man with wearing brown robes with a dirty bandage across his eyes, but he seemed to be able to see the party even despite his blindness. He introduced himself as Wintegon, and he spoke to the party in strange cryptic riddles and told them a brief little history of the world, told them about the desolation, told them about Armagon the Terrible, who came up from the Underdark and ravaged this continent that you know as the Hand. And he told you of a way to undo the desolation that was brought about. He mentioned to you the crystal pool, the crystal pool that once existed but has since been drained. And he told you that there is a way to bend the plane of reality backwards so that you might be able to revisit the pool, enter into the pool, and then take on the powers that the pool had to offer. The way to do this, he said, was to collect all 7 shards of the Autumn Star, which are scattered around the Hand. Collect the shards, bring them together, and reforge the star. And with that star, you would be able to transcend the bounds of space and time to go back to the crystal pool and defeat Armagon before the desolation even occurs. So to do this, he tells you that you needed to commandeer the ship that you were traveling on. The ship was named the Albatross, captained by Captain Aaron Martin. So you left your cell. Wintegon revealed that he has some sort of celestial powers. You're not exactly sure what those all consist of and how those exactly work. But you were able to commandeer the ship. You coerced the captain to sail you back to the Hand instead of the capital city of Bartistilia. He sailed you back to the Hand, took you to Bentwalk Port, which is this pretty dilapidated port town on the coast of the East Salt Bay Major. So once you disembarked on the ship, you traversed the town, went over to a local stable, and you met the stable master there, a bit of a skittish fellow, and one of his employees, a girl named Lysand Gans. Hold on, I'm blanking on her name. Lysand Gaster. She told you that her sister Wynde had strangely disappeared a few weeks ago from the town in sort of a haunting trance. Isaac was a little uncomfortable by the situation, and he just wanted to get up and go. So he decided to head straight into the woods in the direction that Lysand said that she went, and he just bolted. He went without second thought. Aaron decided to remain behind and find Wintegon, who they left at a local tavern. And that is where we pick up. So, thank you, my friends. We have officially split the party. I'm so mad at you guys. I had to prepare 2 D&D sessions and then combine it into one. I'm not happy right now, but we're gonna make do with what we got. So to begin, we're gonna start with Aaron, who went off to find Wintegon. Joe and Isaac, I'm gonna ask you guys to sit tight for a little bit. we're going to see what happens with Aaron, and then I will jump over to Isaac. All right, Aaron. So I mentioned right before we closed that there was a massive storm brewing, strong winds, heavy lightning and thunder, possibly even the possibility of hail. Uh, Massive white caps out on the bay. So just realized I forgot to pull up my map of the city. Let me get that real quick. So you're walking through the city. There's really not much to it. Like I said, pretty dilapidated, pretty run down. You do see a few people standing in doorways, eyeing you curiously, not really wanting to make contact with you. It's not often they see a tamed half-orc walking through their streets. But you can't carry on. You try to avoid eye contact when you can. It's just a little easier that way for you. Try to draw less attention to yourself. But you are curiously looking around this town to see if there's any locations of note that you see. Not much. You pass the kirk that you visited earlier. Again, there's not many parishioners there at this time. You kind of got the impression that there never is really a lot of not a lot of visitors there at any particular time. But you make your way to the tavern. It's on. Nope, that's not it. There we go. It's on the other side of town. Falls Tavern is the name of this place. So you open the door. Seems a little. Actually, this place is actually one of the few crowded locations in the entire town. Pretty rowdy a little bit. Very dim candlelights, and with the storm coming in and it getting dark, the candlelights glow have a lot more glow to them. The kind of but it's still, even with the glow of the candlelights, it's still very dark. So not a lot that you can see. You kind of got to squint in a few corners to be able to see anything. But you scan the room. You see the bar. You got about 6 different people there, haggling the bartender to try to get their drinks as fast as they can. You got about 4 tables scattered throughout this crowded room. All the tables are full. There's even some benches and some stools that people are sitting on, making conversation and talk. You do see, however, in the middle of the room, Wintegon sitting at a table all by himself. Seems like not many people are too much interested in conversing with a old, decrepit blind man. He sees you, looks at you with his cloth-wrapped eyes, and just kind of gives his faint smile.
I'll just, approach and sit down at the table where he's at.
So you sit down. He's got a mug of ale. It looks like he's not even touched it in front of him. He's kind of clasping it with both hands. Greetings, friend. Did you find what you and your friend were seeking?
Not quite. He wandered off in search of a young maiden's sister who went missing in this town.
Hmm.
But I do not know where he may have gone after that.
He must find his own path. Destiny, as I've said, has brought you together. It will not fail you. And wherever he may go, your paths will inevitably cross again.
Very well.
A barmaid walks up to you and kind of looks down at you. You gonna drink anything or what?
Uh, Give me just an ale.
Be 2 copper pieces, please.
All righty.
She kind of holds out the folds of her apron, waiting for you to drop the coin in.
I drop the coin in.
All right. So you expend 2 copper pieces from
Mm,
your uh, purse or your money bag, whatever it is you're carrying them in. And without a word, she kind of just huffs away and goes off. Wintergon's sitting it here and just kind of facing you. You should really try to eat something. Keep up your strength. There's a long road ahead of you.
very well. And I'll motion when she comes back with the ale. I'll just ask her, like whether it's like a stew or a small meat platter.
Okay. So as you're waiting, you're kind of observing the room, just kind of looking around to see who's all in there. You see a surprisingly amount of dwarves in this tavern. Um, there's a few elves, a lot of men and women. You also see a few halflings kind of uh, walking around, but they're more of kind of kicked around, I guess you could say. People are kind of shoving them around and yelling at them and don't seem to uh, show any signs of hospitality towards them. And you also notice they're not drinking anything. They're not enjoying themselves or enjoying the establishment. They're more of serving. They're more of just going around running
Mm.
errands and kind of waiting on other people. Make a history check for me.
Seven.
7. You don't know why. All right, so a couple of minutes pass, and the barmaid comes back and slams the drink on the table. Here's your ale, and she gets ready to walk away again.
Do you have, sorry, do you have any
Ryan glares
stew
at you.
or meat platter?
Might be able to scrounge something up in the back.
That would be most grateful.
What kind do you want?
Whatever you have.
We got cat, we got horse, we got boar. We might even have a dog in the back too, whichever you'd prefer. I'm totally messing up her accent right there, but
I will take the horse.
all right. She goes and kind of scrambles back again. You hear really loud laughter behind you, a lot of ruckus at the table directly behind you. Wintegon lifts his head, smiles again, and still with his attention towards them, says, I believe an opportunity lies in front of
Uh, I look in front of me, but it's like,
you. He smiles.
directly in front of me.
He smiles. Metaphorically speaking.
All right.
He nods his head over your behind you.
I turn around.
So you see three men, or sorry, you see four men sitting at a table. Uh, the one that's closest to you, you can't see because his back is to you. The other two, they're kind of they're two humans, little scruffy looking, very dirty, unwashed, unkempt. Some of them have got beer stains running down their clothes and running down their beards. The guy on the opposite end of the table, however, you get a full view of, pretty plump. He takes up most of the chair, and he's pretty much got that entire far end of the table to himself. He's got four mugs of ale lined up in front of him, all of which you presume, or all of which you deduce to be still full. Looks like he's been heavily drinking. He's got a full head of hair, very scruffy, full-on bushy beard. Looks like maybe a little bit of maybe tobacco stains on the sides of his mouth that are stained his beard. A little bit of his black beard a little brown and pasty white. He kind of looks over at you. He sees you, nods, and kind of waves you over. You, half-orc over there. Come here, why don't you?
I'll stand up and walk over to the table.
He looks up at you, puts his hands on there. What's your name, son?
Jimothy.
Jimothy. Nods over to Wintegon. Grandpa over there says, interested in magic.
Indeed.
Looking for a wizard then?
Yes.
Kind of leans back. Know where you can might find one. But affirmation's going to cost you.
And what type of currency do you deal in?
He spreads his hands out over the contents of the table, and for the first time, you kind of get a glimpse of what these four men are doing around the table. You see a in the very middle of the table, you got a whole bunch of multicolored tokens, chips. You got red, yellow, blue, and green, all bit in a pile, and you can see each one is numbered with various numbers on them. Looks like they go up through 1 through 12, and each man has got about anywhere between 2 to 4 chips in front of them, face down. This is my currency, boy. You ever played Match before?
Have I? Potentially in my travels.
Um, um, what I want you to roll for that, or if I even want you to roll. Go ahead and roll a d20. Even numbers, yes, you have. Odd numbers, no, you haven't.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, even number. All right. Yes, you have played this game before. Let me send you a document real fast with the rules.
I've played these games before. Sorry, I just had to interject.
All good. I'm gonna Discord this to you, Aaron.
Alrighty.
But yes, you are familiar with this game. In your travels on board the ship before it was subsequently sank and attacked, before it was attacked and sank, I should say, you've played this with the crewmates almost every night. So you're very familiar with the rules to this game. I'll give you a moment to look over those. Let me know when you are ready. And if you got any questions regarding those rules, I can answer those as we go along.
Okay. Makes somewhat sense.
All right. We'll, like I said, if you got any questions as we're going along, I'll answer those as we go. All right. So so you say, yeah, yes, you have played, and he's like, all right then, boy. Give us a table, man. And all the men stand up. Oh, Soto, you stay here with us for a minute. The man named Soldo that he's talking to, he's very tall and lanky, bit of a ruffian look to him. Got very protruding cheekbones, very narrow, thin face with a little bit of a scar right under his right eye. You all clear the table. This man deals out the chips for you and gets set up. He says, all right, well, I'm an honest man. I play fair. I don't want to cheat anybody. So I'm going to give you do a practice round just to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Very well.
And so as he's dealing at the table, you pull up a seat, you plop yourself down and lean forward, ready to get going. And we're going to go off with the practice round here. All right. So we've got the stranger sitting here at the far side. Soldo is right here to your right. And you are down here at the bottom. All right, so he's got all the chips in the middle of the table here with the 4 different colors, red, yellow, blue, and green. He deals out, one by one, 4 chips to you. 1 red chip, 1 yellow chip, 1 blue chip, and 1 green chip. Aaron, get your D12s out. As many as you can get.
D12s. I have not used those. Oh, I've used them.
Got
The
5
last character.
real quick. Hold on. All right. He grabs 1 mug in his hand, takes a big swig, plops it down, grabs the one on the other row, takes the big stick, plops it down. Let's go. Let me look back at my rules real quick, refresh them up for you. It's been a minute since I've looked through the rules myself, so. Okay. Aaron, you're familiar with euchre, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very similar to that. So they're going to play a card or play a chip out of the main deck, and then everyone has to match that color chip. Chips go through 1 through 12. Each of your chips is numbered. Aaron, go ahead and roll 1d12 for me. This will determine your red chip.
Alrighty. Let me pull up something to mark this stuff down. Okay, I have my red one.
Okay. What is it?
12.
12. All right, go ahead and do that 3 more times for each other color. And then just let me know which one it is.
Okay.
I think I might need to make the... Can you see that 12 on the screen, Aaron, or do I need to make that a little bigger?
I have a written down for myself as well.
Okay, I'm just going to write it down here on the sheet.
It is a bit
small.
A bit small, yeah.
All right, so I'll try to enlarge that. How's that?
Oh, that's good.
All right. What was your yellow one?
11.
Okay.
And 3 and 3.
3 and 3. Cool. All right, I've got their chips all laid out. All right, so what's going to happen? The dealer is going to turn over the chip, the first red chip in the middle. Whoever matches the red chip or comes the closest to matching it wins the hand, which means that you will collect all of the red chips from the other players, add that to your pile, and then at the end of the game, we're going to tally up who has the most chips and who has the most points from the numbers on those chips. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So 12, 11, 3, 3. Okay. So this man leans forward. He's getting ready to turn over the red chip in the middle, looks up at you, kind of gives you a toothy grin. You see Soldo over here. He kind of looking at you. He's got his chips lined up, and he turns over the chip. Red 11. All right, so Aaron, you reveal your chip, which is a red 12. Soldo turns over his. Got a red 4. The stranger turns over his. He grabs his, looks at the one in front that you just drew, looks up at you. Well done. I can see you have played this game before. Red 3. So,
Really?
12 plus
It's just a game of luck.
There may be more to it than it seems.
That I know. I once had a sailor mate. Quite the sly man.
Aaron, you got 19 points. Now, Soldo reaches forward, takes the yellow chip in the middle of the table, turns it over. Yellow 1. You turn your chip over.
I kind of just toss it out and just...
Stranger looks up. He's like, beginner's luck. always or only lasts for that first round, it seems. He pulls his over. Yellow 9. Soda looks back at both of you. Gives you each a bit of a slimy grin. It's like, and he just, without saying a word, just slowly turns it over. Yellow 2. So Soldo takes your chips. 2. He's sitting at 22 points. Now it's your turn to draw, Aaron. You got the blue chip in the table's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So you hesitantly reach forward. You turn it over slowly. So you turn it over, and as soon as you see it, you set it down with a sigh of relief. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. All right, blue 4. You turn over yours, blue 3, and you kind of look at your competitors, and you kind of smile. And then Soldo, he kind of gives a grunt, turns over his, blue 1. And then the stranger, he looks at you again and says, "Think you've won, have you? Well, we'll just see about that."
Always the luck.
Blue 5. All right, that's a tie. So you're going to go again. Re-roll a 1d12, and we're going to draw those one more time. So it's a blue 4. So you and him are going to roll. Closest one to the 4 wins.
Alrighty. Five.
Very good. But you can't beat this. Blue 4. All right. So Soldo takes that one. Or not Soldo, I'm sorry. The stranger takes that one. Fortunately, that is only 8 points for him at this time. So Soldo's winning.
One final round.
You're on the last round. Soldo reaches out. I keep saying Soldo. Sorry, the stranger reaches out. You ready? You watching closely? Turns it over. Green 11.
It was a good game.
You turn over yours. You get the green 3. Stranger kind of like, I could see the luck don't favor you, it turns out. Pulls over a green 6. And then Soldo, kind of chuckling, draws out a green 2. Even though he didn't even though he had the lowest number there, he still kind of chuckles because you didn't get it. So what? So that's 11 for the stranger. All right, so that should end up with the stranger with 19. You've also got 19. Soldo's got 22. So Soldo wins that match. All right. Well, you've shown you can play, but you haven't proven you can win. Now, you still looking for that information? Hey, I'm talking to you. You still looking for that information about wizards?
Indeed, I am.
All right. He pushes all his tokens back to the middle. Let's go again. This time, for real.
Indeed.
All right. Aaron, we're going to take a break from you for just a minute. We're going to jump over to Isaac, see what he's up to. Isaac, are you still with us?
I am.
All right. So the storm is coming on. You've walked into the woods, and you're kind of just going around. Not exactly sure what you need to be looking for. All you have is the description of this girl and what general direction she was headed. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what was going on with your decision to make this, so I'm going to let you explain what you're doing and what you're thinking.
I needed to leave that situation.
Something wrong with the situation or anything like that?
I don't know.
No? All right. Okay. Well, you have walked out and you're just where exactly are you headed? What are you doing? Where are you going? What's your goal here?
Uh, is there any tracks or anything I can like investigate? I can do a survival check on anything.
Make a survival check.
I rolled a 5.
5. As a matter of fact, you've got no idea what you're doing. You don't know where you're going or you don't know what you're looking for. You kind of just started walking off, and then you get about 5 minutes into the dark forest, and you're like, what am I looking for again? She said she had a was it a ruby around her neck, or was it a diamond, maybe an amethyst? What was it again? And you're like, was this was this a 5-year-old girl, or was this a 12-year-old girl? Like, what track? Was she barefoot? Did she have shoes on? So you've got no idea what you're looking for. Yeah, no tracks, no discernible items or paths that you can see through the woods. Yeah, you're just going around. Not and the forest here is very thick, very dense, very dark. It's not nearly as dense as the tropical jungle that you had to traverse in Devland, but the mountains that you could see when you arrived that were in the distance are completely obscured. Excuse me, are completely obscured through the foliage. Can't see any sign of anywhere where you're going, other than you still have your sense of direction. You're headed north. All right. Well, as you're walking along, you come to a little bit of a hilly region in the woods. There's a hill that goes straight upward, almost kind of like a cliff, but not super huge. Kind of, I guess you could say, a small hillock that you're coming through. Instead of going up the hill, you decide to skirt around the base of the hill, so you're right there at the bottom on the slope. As you're going along, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty. 6.
6. Okay, you fail to hear the slight rustling of branches right up above you on the slope of this hillock. You fail to see a few of the tree limbs move. And you also fail to see the gleam of a long sword protruding through the trees. Joe, jump down. What do you want to do?
Well, I assume that I've got my eyes on him with
Yes,
my
you do.
longsword pointed at him. So I'm just gonna slowly step out, sword still up and pointed, very cautiously, like, what are you doing way out here? And who are you?
Now, real quick, do you want to go ahead and describe your character, what he looks like?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Oh no, sorry, Joe. Sorry.
He is just your average looking guy, mildly fit, fit enough to have done some fighting in his days, but not to have been keeping up with it lately. Um, Leather armor, no discerning features to it other than a soldier's crest around his belt from his previous um job title. Um, and he just looks pretty disheveled, like he's been out in the wilderness for a few weeks. Doesn't smell the greatest. I didn't really come up with a lot of physical details about him.
That's fine. That's perfect. So Joe, you see this uh thing. Not exactly sure. Not exactly sure what to call it. It's a humanoid lizard walking on two legs. Isaac, do you want to briefly describe your character for Joe as well?
I have, from what I believe, green scales, all the way up to like the spines atop like my head, like a rooster skin that's all red. And I've got, I think, three fingers, my thumbs, my index, and then my big pinky fingers. And I have bright yellow eyes.
Okay. So Joe comes down, he's got his sword pointed at you. He asks who you are and what you're doing here. What do you do next, Isaac?
Some woman was trying to talk to me, and I didn't know how to handle it.
You know, I've been in that boat. I completely understand.
Yeah, and she
Women can
started
be
crying.
scary. That's even worse.
Yeah, it was a small child too. I didn't know what to do.
What are you doing way out here?
She said her sister or something is out here, so I just decided, hey, I'll go look so I don't have to deal with her crying anymore.
Valid and noble. You look like you're
Yes.
just aimlessly wandering. Do you know what you're looking for?
No, I have no idea.
Do you think maybe she would have given you that information beforehand?
Probably. Can I do a history check to remember what she told me?
I don't know that that would fall under history. Um, and we don't have memory checks in D&D.
Maybe just straight intelligence.
Yeah, go ahead and do straight intelligence.
D&D Beyond did this weird thing where it doesn't let me hear the, rolling sound. Oh, crap. 8.
Um, kind of like what I said when we first uh when you first had your survival roll. It's like, well, I think she said she had white hair, maybe brown, possibly a red, had an amethyst crystal, or maybe it was an emerald. Uh, about 5 years old. Yeah, 5, 17, give or take. It's about what you remember.
Great. I should have chosen Keen Mind. Um, I don't remember anything. Have you heard of a little girl or girls gone missing?
You know, I can't say that I have, but I have not been a part of society for a little bit.
Ah, well, society doesn't like me, so Hunter, is there any way I could go back and ask the girl what her sister looked like?
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but right now, yeah, I mean, you're kind of in a situation right here.
All right. I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm just in the middle of this forest looking for a girl. I don't know I'm just here.
Well, you certainly don't seem to be a threat to me, and you don't look good enough to be my next lunch. So
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna let you off the hook for now. And then I sheathe my long sword back. I tell you what, if you're down for it, why don't we go try to find her and figure out what you're looking for together? A second pair of eyes never seems to hurt.
Sure.
All right. So you both kind of, Joe, you kind of stick, or I should say, Isaac, you kind of stick out your hand, and Joe, you just kind of look at it for a minute, unsure whether or not you should shake it.
Has
Hesitantly, you kind of just grab his hand and do a little shake.
quick shaking.
All right, you guys get headed out. Joe, I also believe that you have business out here in the woods nearby Bentwalk Port as well.
That's right. I do.
So,
So while we're walking back to find this mysterious crying girl, I will ask you, Isaac, about have you seen this or heard of since you just came from town some strange one-eyed creature in the midst of the area?
I have no recollection of this.
I guess for somebody that ran to the forest from a crying girl, that tracks.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll both find out something together.
Yeah.
all right. So you guys decide to head and start walking back to town. Would you guys like? Do you guys want to introduce yourselves to one another? Try to get to
I
know.
reach out my hand and say, "My name's Gurth or Gur." 1 second. Yeah, Gurth. I forget why I named him this.
Well,
I'm Gurth.
it's a pleasure to meet you, Gurth. My name's Samos.
Hi, Samus.
Right, so you guys start walking back. Um, each of you make a survival check.
Ugh, Lord above.
Just think happy thoughts. High rolling numbers.
15.
There you go.
I also got a 15.
Oh, cool. So, um, what do we want to do for walking order here?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I ball.
All right. So Isaac, you lead the way. You kind of look back to where you came, and you're just like, why did I come this way? I should have gone that way. So you decide to go a different way than what you came. This way is actually around the other side of the little hillock that you just came under. You come to the other side, and you notice a depression into the side of the hill. It looks like a door, a heavy stone door with rune carvings on the outside. The door is partway open.
What do you mean part way open? Like cracked?
Yeah. So you got the door. It kind of swings open on two hinges,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just partially open, that just small enough you can squeeze through. Or I should say someone small and could squeeze through, but you would have to pry it open a little bit just to fit.
Can I analyze slash try to read the runes?
What languages do you have?
1 second, I'm looking that up. Common, deep speech, and primordial.
Um, Make a history check with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
with disadvantage?
Yes,
Great.
sir.
I am blind. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. 11.
11. Okay. You can't make out like what it completely says, but you recognize the letters. You recognize the language itself, although you can't read it. The language is that of the ancient Ions that you've heard about. You're not exactly too familiar with their history, but you know that they were the ones that first settled the hand. Uh, you're not exactly sure when or how long ago or how far across the hand they came, but you didn't know necessarily that they had a lot of influence in this part of the world and this far east. But so you are kind of surprised to see their language written upon the walls. And again, you're not sure exactly how long ago they came, other than it's passed out of all recent living memory. It was before the desolation when they came.
All right. Can I write down the exact way that it is written on this door, the symbols and the letter, well, the symbols technically and also the letters that are on this door?
Um, sure. You're gonna make me think on the spot. Um, let me work on that. I'll get back
Mhm.
to you. So
And
I'll send those to you in a little bit.
all right. Is also while you're doing that, is there any way we could go through the door?
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least I go through the door? I don't know about Joe.
You gotta pry it open, but you can yeah, you can definitely go through.
Let
I'll
me see.
tentatively watch you open the door from like a
I get
5 foot step back away.
Did I copy paste? Hunter, give me a second. I'm gonna look up what I got from the other guy.
Yeah, you're good. What other guy?
Uh, the previous guy that left the session due to, I forget his name.
Oh yeah, yeah, Christian. Yeah.
Yeah, Christian. My bad.
What are you looking for from him?
You sent me a full list of all the stuff he had in a
Oh,
backpack that
gotcha.
I got and slash took.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I think I discorded that to you.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. Yeah, you did. Uh, there's nothing to help me pry open it, so I just want to try and go through the door.
So you try to squeeze through. Make a dexterity check.
All right. Actually, instead, could I use my pan flute to try and coax the door to open?
Explain that for me.
I don't know how it works, so can I just try and use some sort of like charm effect on the door to see if it's like magical in any way?
Um, yeah, if you want to.
Performance check?
Um, well, first, do you want to see if the door is magic?
Sure.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Oh, 17.
The door is not magic. No.
All right. Uh,
As far as your well, enough history tells you that magic is something from the red light that comes from the crimson streak in the sky. The crimson streak did not appear until after the desolation. The ions came to the hand and settled it thousands of years before the desolation.
hmm,
It would make sense that there's no magic. The
okay.
ions didn't have any.
So I'm gonna try the dexterity check to squeeze through the door.
All right, go ahead.
Is it just straight dexterity or is it athletics?
Yes, just straight dexterity.
All right. Come on. Nope, wrong button. 9.
9. Uh, okay, man, you're kind of right in the middle there. Um, you squeeze your way through, and you get about halfway, and your tail doesn't fit.
Hmm.
You try to hold the tail up have the tail hug your back as close as you can. Try to squeeze it that way. Still won't fit. So you kind of pull yourself out, and yeah, you're kind of stuck here at the moment. Joe's just kind of watching you at this whole time.
Can I rip off my tail?
Um, so you're like a straight reptile thing. So your tail will grow back, right? Is that with your character?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh, okay. Um, oh, this is D&D. You can do whatever you want. However, I'm trying to think how this would work because story-wise, you're not actually a lizard. You're a cursed human. So if you cut off your tail, hmm. Um, do you want to try cutting off your tail?
No, I was just seeing if I could.
It's D&D. You can do whatever you want. Whether or not you should, it's a different story. But
All right, can I try and oil up myself?
uh, do you still have any oil left?
Uh, yeah, I do.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, can I just oil up my tail and like save the rest for anything else?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I oil up my tail and I slide through.
Roll again. Dexterity check.
Am I gonna get more stuck?
Depends on what you roll.
16.
16. Okay, so you decided to do a different approach this time. So you take your tail and you hug it up towards your back as close as you can, and try to squeeze through. And you wiggle around to the sides, and you push, and you try to get yourself as thin as possible. And finally, you manage to push yourself through. So you
All
are
right. Is there any... How dark is it?
It's pretty dark. There's the only light is coming from the outside, and it's reflecting off the wall in front of you. It's about 20 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what are you up to at this point?
Well, having watched him slime his way through the door, I tentatively step a little closer and kind of peek inside through the crack he squeezed through. I'm like, everything all good in there? You still got all your limbs, fingers?
Yes.
Nothing came out of the walls or the floors trying to kill you yet?
Not to my knowledge.
Find any good loot?
Not yet, no.
Joe, can I have you make uh a intelligence check real quick?
Hunter, do I have
18.
18. Okay. What is it?
do I understand what these letters and symbols mean?
No. All you know is um the origin of them. They come from the ancient ions.
All right.
Ions spelt Iyon.
With
They come from the ions. You don't not exactly sure what they say or what they read, but you do know that that is their origin.
I definitely can make out what it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to study that while Joe decides whether or not he wants to enter or not, you said you rolled an 18. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You remember the rumor that you heard about this one-eyed creature, and you do remember hearing something about a cave that there was somewhere near Bentwalk Port where there was an old ruined cave, catacomb, whatever it was. You're not exactly sure. That you had heard some people talking that they had seen this creature in that vicinity.
as the realization starts to hit that this seems to be potential to the vicinity, my guard is up just a little bit more as I start to scan the forest behind me before I try myself to see if I can slip through that door.
All right. Roll perception.
Clunked it. It's an 8.
8. Okay. So you're scanning, looking around. Something patters on a limb. Not too far. You shoot your head over, but it's only the first few drops of rain starting to fall through the forest canopy. You do notice that it does look like there's a few some spots where the trees have been torn a little bit, been a little mangled. There's even some small, like thin, tiny trees that have been uprooted and just kind of scattered around. But other than that, no, you don't see anything.
Well, I think it's trying time to squeeze my big butt into that little crack.
All right. Wait, how big are you again?
I think I'm just medium sized. I'm just variant human.
All right. Well, you won't have any problem fitting through then. You're able to just go in sideways, squeeze your way through, and you are right there with Isaac. So you guys are in this narrow passageway, about 5 feet wide, 20 feet deep, and it takes you to the first wall, and then it turns left.
Left we go, it seems.
Right. So you start walking forward. You see in the gleam. Hold on a second. Sorry. Do any of you have dark vision? I forgot to ask.
I have it as a spell that I can give to myself with touch, but I have to use it as a. I don't just naturally have it. It says you touch a willing creature to grant it the ability to see in the dark
I do
for
not
an 8
have
hour
it.
duration.
And why does Joe have spells and I don't?
Well, think lore reasons.
How dare you? But yeah. No, I do not have dark vision.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, Joe, do you want to give yourself dark vision or give Isaac dark vision, or do you want to save that?
Well, I think I will save that for now because in my starting gear, I have a torch and tinderbox.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Okay, so because he gets out his torch, I'm gonna have Joe by default take the lead. Unless you'd rather stay in the back and just light the way from behind.
Oh, I can take the lead.
Okay. All right, so you start walking forward, you light the torch. The light flashes on something carved on the wall directly in front of you. These words are written in common, and you can easily read them.
What do they say?
Well, Joe's the only one right now that sees it, unless you decide to get up next to him and look.
Can I get up next to him and look?
Absolutely. So you start reading these, and it looks like they've been carved into the rock by a chisel and hammer. It reads, 3 sisters hold the key.
All right. I would like to make a mental note of that.
Okay. Why don't you just write it down on a piece of paper? That way you don't forget.
Fair enough. I write it down.
All right. No. You as the player write it down. Your character doesn't have to, but
Yes,
if you're taking notes, you can write stuff down. 3 sisters hold the key.
Got it.
All right. So you stand there pondering this riddle. We're going to jump back to Aaron real quick. Aaron, you good? All right. So you're getting ready for your second round of match. Let me share my screen with you again real quick.
I'm gonna interject for just a second, and I apologize. If I drop, I just got a bunch of lag between our feeds, and I thought I was about to disconnect, and then it just popped up a blurb that my internet connection is unstable.
Oh,
So I just want to give you that warning just in case.
all right. Yeah, you're good. Hold on a second, Aaron. I'm clearing off the numbers from the last game real quick. Aaron, if you want to go ahead and roll 4d12s and get that set up.
Nope.
Now, while y'all are getting set up, I got a question. You
Yeah.
record this, do you post it somewhere?
Um, we do have a YouTube channel that we put our recordings on.
Oh,
I think I may have sent you the Lord of the Rings recordings that we did for that campaign. Oh, I think when we finished the campaign, I think I sent that to you. But yeah, that's where we post them all, is on that channel.
did you send it to me? Well, I know you didn't send it to me through Discord because the backstory was the first message I got from you there.
I can send it to you again if you're interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send that to you probably after the session. Let me make a mental note of that. All right, Aaron, you ready?
Yep.
What you got?
I got 11, 4, 6, 1.
Okay, good numbers. A little bit of everything. Let me write those down. You said 11, 4, 6, 1.
6, 1, yes.
Okay. All right. Now, you ready for one final test?
Alrighty.
Soldo kind of looks over at you. Soldo, why don't leave the table, would you? This is between me and him now. Soldo snickers again, gets up, and he puts his chips away and walks away from the table. Now, I'm a gentleman. I'm going to let you go first. Draw. Pick up the first
Okay.
red chip. You turn it over and you sigh with relief. You got red 11. That's a perfect match. Soldo's smile drops a little bit as he reveals his to be a red 10.
Quite close.
Indeed. But again, like I said, beginner's luck only lasts once.
Indeed. But then again, not a beginner.
Well, for someone who's been playing this all their life, you a beginner, son. All right. So he grabs the yellow one and immediately flips it over. He maxes out at a 11 or at a 12, yellow 12. Sorry.
You may have this one.
Oh, believe me, son. I absolutely got this. So he's got 14 now. He extends his hand. You again.
All right.
You grab the chip, turn it over. Blue 10.
Could be close.
You reveal your blue 6. And you just kind of set it down. Not exactly sure. This could go either way for you right here. So you're not exactly sure what he's got. He looks at you, looks at your chip, smiles. Told you. Been playing a long long time. Moving
And
on.
like I said before, truly a game of luck.
If you play your cards right, luck's got nothing to do with it.
It is a drawing game. There's no choosing which card you play.
Depends on how you play it. He picks up the green one, flips it over. Green 7.
I believe you've won this.
Yes, I believe I have. He quickly does some mental math, adds it all up. 33 for him, 21 for you. Well, son, I don't believe I'll be telling you where that wizard's at after all.
You know, for someone who wants to share information, you seem to want to do it in a very obscure way.
What can I say? I enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Now, I'll offer you this one final chance. One more game. You win, I'll tell you where the wizard's at. And, for good measure's sake, I'll even pay for your meal and pay for your room, should you
Quite
wish
generous.
to stay.
Very well.
All right. He goes and he resets the tokens. I'm going to clear the board real fast here. Joe, is your internet still hanging in there?
I seem to be doing okay so far.
All right, sounds good. Is it getting ready to storm there again?
No, it doesn't look like it. I do see some dark clouds, but there's a decent amount of sunlight shining through like a thin sheet.
Good. Give me a second, Aaron. I'm setting up my own board here. Go ahead and roll your 4d12s for one final match.
Yep, already did.
Wintegon stands up and he walks over and the stranger kind of glances at him. Your protege here don't seem to know exactly how to win. I don't think he really wants that information. And Wintegon just kind of smiles and doesn't say anything, sets his hands down calmly on the table, and he's kind of standing behind you a little bit here. All right, what did you get?
I got 12, 1, 4, 12.
12, 1, 4, 12. Okay. Is that right? 4, 1,
Yep.
12, or 12, 1, 4, 12? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll roll for the stranger. Okay. Stranger, again, you first.
Very well.
You take a chip, you roll it, or you roll it, you flip it. We've got a red 3. You flip over red 12, sigh. I think your luck's beginning to wear out. Or what little luck you may have had. So he immediately takes that one. Now he reaches for the yellow chip. Yellow 11. You kind of sit there and you already kind of sighed a little bit of frustration, but you're trying to regain your poker face a little bit there. But it doesn't help when he, with a smug little grin, turns over a yellow 5. And he takes the win again. At this point, Wintagon leans down next to you, and his mouth is about almost level with your ear, and he says in a whisper, barely even audible. You kind of gotta. Actually, Aaron. Go ahead, roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. 17.
Okay, you hear just barely what Wintagon has to say. Beware your opponent. He speaks of honesty and fairness, but he lies. So, stranger does not hear any of this. He's looking at you expectantly. Well, you'll draw, son.
Alrighty.
You pick up the blue chip. Blue 6. Stranger smiles, kind of sets his hands on the table. With Wintagon's information, I want you to roll another perception check, Aaron. With that information fresh in your mind, roll again.
19.
19. Just a flicker and a flash. His hand drops below the table as he smacks his leg, and then he brings it up again, clasps his hands, says, "Afraid that ain't good enough." And he lays down a blue 8. Draw. Go again.
Well, it looks like we're at a tie.
As I said, draw again. So you draw again, another blue one. Blue 9.
5.
Right, that's a 9, so he takes that one too.
No? I rolled.
9.
It
Sorry.
was a 6, my sir.
No, the 6 was the first thing we rolled.
Yes, and the second one I drew was a 5, and he drew a 9.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I got that backwards. I apologize. Wait. Okay, sorry, I'm confusing myself here. You said you got a 6?
So,
Hey,
the
could
one
you
that.
guys give me a minute? I gotta get me some water. I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So you said blue one was a 6. The one that we flipped was a 6.
Right.
Our first one was a 4 and 8, both 2 away.
Okay.
Second one was a 5 and 9, and
Gotcha.
I drew the 5.
Sorry, I blanked there for a minute. He kind of looks puzzled for a minute. And then he quickly regains himself and smiles again. Well, every dog has his day.
You are right about that.
He takes the final chip from the middle of the table and slowly, painstakingly slowly, sets it on the table. Green 10. You look at that triumphant. You look at the green tin and you kind of sigh and look up at him triumphantly, and he just looks back at you and then flips over his. Afraid I got you beat, son.
And I do believe you employed the tactic of one of my good friends.
What may that be?
Quote unquote, good luck.
What
A good flick of the wrist, a good palming of a chip.
clever little devil, ain't you?
When you been us on a ship as long as I have, you see all the cheating tricks.
And let's say, for the sake of argument, I did what you're accusing me of doing. What do you intend to do about it?
Well, what do I intend to do about it?
That's what I said.
I would like to know the information, and I
You see
believe
Soldo.
myself a reasonable man.
At this moment, you see Soldo and the other two men that were at the table slowly start to crowd around the table.
I do believe myself a reasonable man.
Reasonable, perhaps. Man, I recommend you look in a mirror.
I'm back just for the record.
All right, you're good.
Would you like to know why I believe I'm so reasonable between of what I could do to you right now?
He takes one of his mugs of ale and sips it. What exactly do you have in mind?
What do I have in mind? Well, seeing as I have survived the high seas as long as I have, that and, dealing with pirates and few militiamen here and there for just my appearance and, even surviving what an island, what some would say, is unable to be survived. I believe, even if you attempted to stop me, or if you had men, your friends here to try and stop, you'd find your throat slit soon enough.
Well,
But I am a reasonable man that I'm not doing this. I could easily have done it in fits of anger as, you cheated. But
you think that because you survived the high seas, pirates, and militiamen, that
in the entirety of my homeland,
and the entirety of your homeland, that you've seen all there is to see,
I have not seen all there
all
is
the
to see.
danger that there is in this world? Son, I got news for you. There ain't nothing yet that you're about to see. Come on, drinks on me! And the crowd around just kind of starts laughing, and everyone at the bar kind of cheers. Ah! Lift up their glasses, and the bartender starts filling up mugs of ale. Welcome to Bent Walk Port, Sonny. Come on, drinks on me. And he takes the chips and he puts them in the pile. But now, man, sit down here and let's show this fella a good time.
Very well.
So you get all this.
I do
Sorry.
still wish to know if you are so willing. But then again, just think on my offer.
So
Not offer.
So you're having to yell this out because there's a little bit of a quartet that started playing music and kind of loud, very loud tavern music that they've started playing now, and there's a lot of cheering and talking and was about. But you make your offer to him, and he takes a big long chug of ale, belches, think about your offer. Roman now, and he takes one of his other mugs of ale, sets it in front of you. Drink it. All right, we're going to take a break from you real quick. We're going to jump back to Isaac and Joe, see what they're up to.
All right.
All
So
right.
Joe's in front, correct?
Yes, sir. He is in front. You've just seen that little message written on the board, or written on the carved on the stone, I should say. Sorry. So you guys wish to venture in further?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You take the passage to the left, and you got the torch now, so you can see. What's the torch? That's like 10 feet of vision. Is that right?
20-foot radius
20
and
foot.
a dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can see 20 feet in front of you, and then just barely see another 20 feet. So 40 feet if you squint. The passage opens up into a large room. Now you can't see the end of the room. However, there is a little bit of a gleam to your left, and you can hear drips of water. Sounds like it's going into a pool. There's a lot of big and long stretched out stalactites that are hanging from the roof of the cave, and about head height. But so you can see those. Also, just outside of the torch's reach, you see these small, flashing pinpoints of light. And you can hear this.
There's no way it's gonna go into sci-fi, right?
I don't know, maybe.
All right. I would like to go to those little pinpricks of light, but just have my spear out and ready.
So you can't cautiously draw your spear. You again can't see in the dark. So I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Great.
Sorry. Oh wait. Yes, dexterity saving throw. Sorry, I was reading ahead.
18.
18. So just barely. It just comes within 3 feet of you. Into your vision, you see one of the stalactites, and you dodge, and you keep going through. And you start walking a little bit closer to it. Because the light is not following you, you still can't see what is ahead, but you see more. You see about hold on a second. See about 8 of these little lights flashing, and the snarling grows a little bit louder. Joe, what do you want to do?
Well,
So said you've got all these stalactites, you've got water dripping to your left, and you've got, which you can just barely make out, that there's something over there, but it, whether it's water or not, you're not exactly sure. It's you can just see a black mass kind of over there. But the sound of the dripping definitely sounds like water. You got Isaac with his spear walking into the darkness.
I'll call out to Isaac, my hand hovering over my rapier that's on my hip.
Okay.
As I hold the torch, I'm like, "You see something over there, lizard boy?"
I see a lot of just light. I don't know what it is, but I want to investigate.
I'm shocked you can see anything that far from the torch, but if you see something worth picking up, then I guess it's worth heading towards. And I'll start heading his direction with the torch.
Okay. You get a little bit closer and you make out 4 shapes. They've got 2 horns. You see 2 horns coming out of the top of the head. It's a long snout with sharp fangs protruding out of the side of its mouth. Just barely behind it, you can see waving is a spindly tail. One of these creatures looks at you curiously, kind of cocks its head, and then, kind of weird for a animalistic creature, it reaches behind itself, pulls out its hand again with a long dagger. Roll initiative.
For both of us?
Yes, both of you roll initiative.
Holy crap. 19.
16.
16. Okay.
Is that a bush light I see?
Yes, it is.
For shame. For shame on a Saturday.
All right. Initiative has been rolled. Isaac, you are up first. You see these lights, and this creature has got a dagger, and it starts advancing towards you.
All right. So, what I do, I use my spear. I stab it twice.
It's not within range.
Oh, it's not within range?
No, it is not.
I throw it.
Joe, your hit point maximum is 40. Is that correct?
Holy crap.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to throw my spear. I'm going to roll.
Sure. Roll attack. Can your spear, does it double as a melee? Yes, it does. Okay, roll attack.
Holy crap. What? What did I get? No. What is
What'd you
this?
get? What'd you get?
I got a 24.
Oh,
No
wow.
way I got a 24.
You got a 24. All right.
Yeah, okay, so I rolled a natural 20 then. I'm less excited because the dice didn't roll on my screen. It's just an icon that like flipped up.
Oh, okay. So you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, I rolled a natural
All
20.
right, so you take the spear, kind of adjust your grip, and you throw it straight at it. Perfect arc, perfect throw. You could not have asked for a better throw, and it smacks it right
Hunter,
in. Yes.
is there any way it could pin it to the ground considering its piercing damage? And I did roll a natural 20.
You did roll a natural 20. I'll allow that. Yeah, sure.
All right, so it's
So you
pinned to the
throw it.
ground. All right.
The strike goes through its left pectoral, and then it staggers back and then falls onto the cave floor with the spear sticking straight up in it.
right.
Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
All right. You made sure to double that, right? For the
2d6. Yeah. Yeah, it was doubled.
Okay, cool.
Assumably, it won't let me look at the logs, so
Oh,
8.
all right. So yeah, you throw it and you hit it, and it starts thrashing around. It drops the knife. It's clutching at the spear's blood starts spurting out of its punctured chest.
I would like to take out my short sword,
Okay.
and it dropped the dagger, correct?
Yes.
And then I would like to walk up to it, the thing, put this short sword up to its neck, and ask it, "What are you, and why are you here?"
Well, you do that. It just snarls back at you. Doesn't answer, but the other 3 creatures are ready to pounce on you. Is that your
dang.
turn?
Where are the other 3 creatures?
They are just
How far away are they?
well, relative to where Joe is with the light from you. They are just barely within your vision, but they are charging at you now. One of them has a dagger that you can see. The other 2 are holding back a little bit, presumably with ranged weapons. You don't know.
Mm-hmm. Could I run up to the other one and stab it? Or slash it?
Do you have any actions left? Do you have double action, or are you using...
Wait, 1 second. Sorry. Didn't mean...
You are
Could I punch it?
That would be 1 key point, I believe.
Let me see.
Are you a monk?
Yes, I am a monk.
love monks.
I do not love low-level monks. Literally
I can agree.
one more level, and then I can get one more attack, and then I'll be happy. This, me having to spend a key point each time I want to punch something is not making me happy. To make two strikes.
I tried to
That's,
make the Flash with a monk, and he was gonna have, after using abilities and whatnot, like 100 feet of movement.
oh my goodness. What?
Yeah, there's a monk build that allows you to mathematically travel at the speed of light.
Oh, your practice of martial arts.
You good?
One second. Oh, yeah, no, okay, so I looked this up. You can look it up on my character sheet or just look it up in general. I get to make one unarmed attack as a monk as a bonus action, either with let me read. Do you want me to read off the rule or
Is this
anything?
flurry of blows?
No, this is just punch. This is just me punching. So
Mhm.
just one unarmed strike.
Um, yeah, I don't see that on here on your sheet necessarily.
Hmm.
Um, oh wait, yes, I do see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can make one unarmed strike at one of the creatures that you can just barely see, but you are now in half light. So go ahead and make that with disadvantage.
Yeah. Actually, could I use my sword instead? Because the bonus action did specify weapons with either a simple weapon or martial weapon with a light property, and the short sword does have a light property.
Hold on a second.
And if not, I'll just punch it.
It does say monk weapons, so sure, I'll allow it.
All right. Thank you.
And
Mm,
monks are great. I played as a monk briefly for my brother's campaign. Loved that. It was so good.
okay, 23 to 23 for the first roll.
To hit, yes, that hits.
Yeah. No. For the first roll, you said roll with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry.
Okay, now 20.
20, that still hits.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to slash at it with my sorry, short sword.
Go ahead.
4 slashing damage.
4 damage. So you, you hit it, but in the dim light, you kind of just get a glancing blow, and you strike it across the left forearm, and it just kind of snarls at you, and it kind of you get a better, closer look at its face. It's got it's very dragon-like in appearance. Now, you've never seen a dragon, but you've heard legends of them. Mythical creatures. As far as you know, they.
Is it similar to my face?
Excuse me?
Is it similar to my character's appearance?
Oh, to your. I was gonna say to your character's appearance. No. So you've kind of got a reptilian, lizard-like face. This is more uh
Mhm.
the rep. I mean, there's similarities, sure, but I'm gonna say there's enough differences that you can't see a connection. But
Alrighty.
it reminds you of old stories of mythological creatures. Whether or not they existed, you don't know. But these creatures were called dragons. It looks similar to all the pictures that you've seen of them before,
Hmm.
and it's very terrifying to see one in person.
Okay, good. I'm gonna kill all of them now.
Joe, your turn. I'm gonna say you're
All right.
I'm gonna say you're standing about 15 feet behind Isaac with the light. He's got a monster on the ground next to him. Or he's got a monster on the ground about 5 feet behind him, and he's attacking another one right now.
Okay. The one he's pinned that's behind him. Okay, how far away are the ones not pinned from my?
I'm gonna say they're probably about 45 feet.
About 45 feet. Okay.
Sorry, guys, to pause this. I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me a second.
No, you're good. If you guys want, we can take about a 5-minute break and then come back around 6:51.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and stop the recording, and we'll see you guys when you get back.
All right.
All right. After that short break, Joe, I believe you are next in the initiative order. So you've got
Yes.
one of these creatures is pinned. The other one, Isaac is currently engaged with, and then you've got two more, but from your distance you can't see them. They are just pinpoints of light hovering around in the shadows, and you're about, what did I say, 10, 15 feet from the one that's pinned,
Okay.
and then I said 10 feet from Isaac, and then there's another one. So I'd say about 30 feet from the one that Isaac is engaged with, and then the other ones are beyond 40 feet. You can't exactly tell how far.
Well, I will charge the one that he has pinned
Okay.
as it is still alive and struggling. I whip out my rapier from its shoulder sheath and charge it.
All right.
Talking about how it's time to put this sucker out its misery and going to stab it.
All right. Because it is restrained, you get advantage on your attack roll.
Oh, there it goes. I knew I had a way to do advantage. Just wasn't pulling it up. Here we go. It was a 16 with a +6 to hit, so a 22.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I hit him with 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. You said a rapier, correct?
Yes.
So you charge at it and you thrust at it and you stab it as it's lying here. You go right below the chin, and then you can feel it go out the other side, right at the top of its spine on the back of its head, and it just and then blood splurts out of the wound and it just falls limp.
Swift and clean, like Mother Nature would like.
Now, I know you are a guest player, and I've already got you at a preset level for this. What we usually do for leveling up, it's on an XP system. So every regular NPC that is defeated, that's 1d20 XP plus the players that defeated him's level. So go ahead, roll, and I'll keep track of your XP in case you ever decide to come back.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll a d20 and then add your level.
Oh, how do I do just a regular D20 on? I forgot. I'll just roll the initiative dice because it's a D20 and subtract the initiative.
Yeah, for future, if you're on D&D Beyond, there's a little dice icon. Should be in one of the bottom corners.
Oh,
And
I see it.
it
Okay.
has all the dice options.
Lovely. Okay, well that was a natural 20, plus my level of 4, so 24.
All right, cool. So you have 24 XP starting with. Now the way we do this, you've played Dark Souls, so you're familiar with the rune system for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so you're at level 4. If you want to level up to level 5, you got to have 500 XP. Once you level up to level 5, your XP resets to 0. To go to the level 6, you got to get 600 XP, and it collects cumulatively.
Okay. So it's basically like the level times 100 makes the XP you need.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. It is now. Is that your turn?
Yes. Yeah, I'll say that's my turn.
Okay. It is now their turn. So you've dispatched one. You've got one that is still engaged with Isaac. He is going to take his dagger and try to shank Isaac. So, oof, he misses bad. So he stabs over at Isaac, but Isaac easily just dodges out of the way. Let me see. I don't think they have double attack. They do not. However, the other two, you can't see them, Isaac. They can see you. So they're going to make an attack. And they're attacking from a distance, so they clearly have a ranged weapon. The first one, his attack is 11 to hit, which I believe misses. You see a rock come hurtling at your head, Isaac, and it's a little off course, and it just misses your head and hits a stalactite, or a stalagmite, I'm sorry, behind you. Second one's going to attack. That is a hit.
Whoa, wait. What kind of damage do they hit me with?
Well, they're throwing rocks at you.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
This one is a hit. So I want you to take.
Wait, can I use my reaction to deflect the damage?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. But roll damage first.
Yep. 4 damage.
All right. Oh. 11.
You're deflecting 11 damage?
Yes.
Okay, so the rock just kind of hit you.
Oh, wait. So I get an extra ability called redirect, meaning that if I reduce the damage down to 0, I can basically throw it back at him.
Yeah, but do it with disadvantage because you can't see them clearly.
Actually, I'm going to read this to you. If the damage reduction via 0 is made 0, you can expend 1 focus point to redirect the attacker's force. If you choose a creature within 5 feet of you, if it was melee, or a creature you can see within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. So I can't see them.
You can't see them.
Yeah, so never mind then. But at the very least, I stopped the boulder.
Yeah. So it comes at you, it hits you kind of in the leg, and you just kind of shake it off and pay it no heed.
Ooh. 0 damage.
Oh. That is their turn. We are back to you, Isaac.
All right.
You've got the one that's attacking you, and you've got them lobbing rocks at you as well.
All right. Then I would like to use my main action to attack them with my short sword, and then my bonus action to attack them again with my short sword.
Go right ahead.
What? Okay. 20 and 24.
Were those 2 different attacks?
Yes, those were 2 different attacks.
Okay. Both of them do hit, yes.
All right, yeah. And then the second, golly, I gotta look up. The second one was the natural 20, so
you rolled a natural 20?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. I'm rolling damage for both of them.
All right.
So 5 and then 9. 5 and 9.
All right, you easily dispatch it. So
can I cut off its head?
Sure.
All right. So I take out my short sword. I just lob its head off. Just boom!
All right, so you can see its dragon head just go right off, and because of the shape of it, it doesn't really roll. It just kind of bounces. And then the horns that are coming out of the back of its head stop it at one point from bouncing. So it's sticking. So its snout is sticking straight up, and it's balanced on the base of its neck and the tips of its horns, looking straight up at the ceiling. All right, so that was your attack. You ended up not needing that bonus attack, so you still get your movement and your bonus attack.
All right. How far away?
Sorry. Before you do that, roll for XP.
Oh yeah. Wait, roll for XP.
Oh wait, sorry, I do that for you. Take 23 XP.
Alrighty.
Oh, you do that? What? Why did I do that last time?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
you're good.
We only play every other week, so I forget a few things.
Nah, it's all good. I completely understand.
All right. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day who rolls it, but all right.
Who? How far? Can I run into the darkness and try to find the things that were throwing rocks at me?
Yeah. Make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 7.
So you look towards the light, you start running straight at it, and then boom, you smack right into one of the stalactites hanging down. Take 2 bludgeoning damage, please.
Huh.
Put you at 19 hit points.
Yep.
So you kind of stagger, but you catch yourself and you keep on running. Or do you keep on running? Do you want to stop or do you want to keep going?
Man, I want to find these guys. I stop running.
Okay. Yeah, they're still just out of your sight. So if that is your turn, we are back to Joe. So both melee enemies have been dispatched. All you can see Isaac running in the dark. You see him stagger as if he's been struck by something, kind of falter, catch himself, and then just stay where he's at. And you can still see the 2 pinpoints of, or the 4 pinpoints of light in just beyond the torchlight.
Okay. Well, I with the 2 melee dispatched, I'll catch up to Isaac with the torch.
Okay.
We're like, maybe you need to hold on to this thing instead of me. Hand it over.
I take the torch.
All right. Is that your turn, Joe, or do you want to take an action?
So with the torch being where it is now, since I've caught up closer to him, how much better can we see the creatures?
You can see him clearly now.
Okay.
I can see clearly now the rain.
So I know stowing takes an action officially.
Yeah.
So I'd like to drop my rapier for quickness and pull my longbow out.
All right.
And I'm going to take a pot shot at one of these suckers that keeps throwing rocks at us.
Go right ahead.
$16.
I think, yes, that does it.
For 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so you shoot it. You catch it just in the side, but it doesn't. It's not the best shot, so it kind of glances off the side, but it does leave a gash right in the middle of it, right where the middle of the rib cage is, and it kind of staggers around, looks at the wound, and snarls back at you.
Deserve, sucker.
All right, so their turn. They're gonna do just exactly the same thing. They're gonna spread out though, and they're kind of gonna try to almost kind of encircle you, just the 2 of them. The first one's going to make its attack. Let me check. I think he has advantage because it's pack tactics. Okay, no, he does not. All right. So he's going to make his attack. 8, which misses. Second one, he's going to take its sling, swirl it around, but throw it straight at you. 15, which does hit. So with damage, go ahead and take 3 damage for me, Joe. Put you at 37.
3 damage.
Right, like I said, they kind of just try to encircle you now. One of them is hiding behind a stalagmite. I think I get those two confused. One of them comes up from the ground. One of them comes down from the ground. Yeah, stalagmite coming up from the ground. So it takes cover behind that. That's the one that you shot, Joe.
Okay.
We're back to Isaac. You got a creature to the left that is in cover, and you got a creature to the right that's still in the open.
I would like to attack the creature in cover twice.
Okay. I believe you'll have disadvantage on that attack. Do you want to? Are you doing a ranged attack, or are you going towards it?
I'm going towards it and slashing it twice with my short sword.
Okay, go right ahead. Since you went up to it, I'm going to say it's no longer in cover for you. However, it's still in cover for Joe if he were to attack.
Okay. Do I still roll disadvantage or no?
No.
All right. 7 and 15.
Were you rolling both your normal and your bonus?
Yeah.
All right. The 7 does not hit. You slash at it, but it ducks and it clangs across the rock, and then you bring it down again in a rebound, and you hit it right at the base of its shoulder. That does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Three slashing damage.
All right, so you hit it again. It lodges right there in the shoulder. It kind of glances off the collarbone, and then so it doesn't really do any significant damage, but it's still not happy about that. It kind of just growls and yells, and it reaches about behind, pulls out a dagger. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Joe. Got one that's engaged with Isaac. It's in cover. Then you got another one to your right that's not in cover. It's still attacking you with the sling.
All right. Well, as it's not in cover, it's about to get the same lesson that its compadre did, and I'm going to shoot at it again with a longbow.
All right.
And that is 9.
9. That does not hit. So you shoot at it, and it kind of sees it coming and easily moves its head out of the way just in time. So almost, but its reflexes were a little fast on that one. Is that your turn, or do you want to do something else?
I don't really have any good bonus actions for this, so I'm going to say that's my turn for now.
All right. That one that you shot at is going to throw another rock at you. Again, it misses. It bounces off. Their aim, you get the impression, is not very good.
It's a battle of attrition then.
But it does that, and it sees that it's missing. It's not getting anywhere. So it also grabs its knife, rushes towards you. It gets within 5 feet of you, so it is now engaged, but it doesn't have a bonus attack. So you'll get you'll get the first laugh on the next round. The one with Isaac, however, is going to try to slash at him. That's a natural 1. So it slashes out, but when it does, Isaac's got his... What weapon are you using, Isaac?
My short sword.
Your short sword. Okay, so it slashes out, but it collides with your short sword, and the vibration is so hard that it drops the weapon.
Yay.
And then seeing that, it tries to run away, get opportunity attack.
Hooray. Does 10 hit?
10? No, it does not.
All right.
So you as it bounces away from you, you make just a wild swing to try to get it as it moves, and you just miss it. Um, Isaac, we are back to you. So you got this creature running away from you.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped its knife on the ground, so it has no weapon other than its empty sling, but it's not making any attempt to reload.
How far away is Joe from me?
Um, say about 20 feet.
All right. I would like to attack the creature closest to me twice, again with my short sword.
Okay, so you run up to it and you go and attack it as you're chasing it.
23 and 11.
The first one hits.
Yeah. All right. 5 slashing damage.
5. All right. So as it's running, you charge at it, you lunge forward, and you catch it right right down the spine.
Can I slash its tendons?
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
Hooray. Ugh.
Right, so you slash it, it falls to the ground and crumples, and its life just slowly peters out. Go ahead and take 8 XP.
How dare you? How dare you?
Sitting at 265.
Correct.
Is that your turn?
It's dead, correct?
Yes, it's dead.
Then can I walk up 20? No, can I walk up 10 feet and be 10 feet within range of the creature so I can use my pike to stab it?
The one that
Joe's attacking.
hit Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna say it'll take your full movement.
All right.
All right, so you take your full minute, and yeah, you can stab with the pike.
Huzzah. Oh no, I don't want to stab it with my pike. No, I just wanted to be within 10 feet of it.
Oh, within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that.
Yeah, and that's it.
All right,
That's my turn.
Joe, it's your turn. You've got one chance to kill this thing before Isaac does.
A lot of pressure.
Eh.
All right. Well, it seemed to have worked so well the last time. So I'm gonna drop my longbow and we're double hand pulling out the long sword for an overhead swing.
All right. So I'm assuming you grab it and you run up to it and bring it down on its head.
Yup.
Okay, roll attack. And you are double-handed, so I believe any damage done, you get a little bit of extra.
16.
16, that hits.
All right. And then, yeah, double handed, it's a 1d10 instead of a 1d8.
All right, let's see what you get.
Okay, I'm actually going to use one of my. So, as a. Where is it? From the variant human, I had a feat that I could choose, which was Savage Attacker. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage die twice and use either roll against it. So the first roll before the addition of damage, it was a 4 plus a 4, so it would be 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll it again and see. How about that? It's a 3. So we're gonna go with the 4 and go with 8.
All right. So you run up to it and you lunge down, but you overestimate the distance a little bit. So you actually swing a little bit past it, just to the right, and just misses, and your sword clangs on the stone floor and reverberates throughout the entire cave.
No, that was the damage die. I thought
Oh,
it
that
hit
was the damage die?
Yeah. Because we already rolled. It was a 16 for.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay. Okay, so you did how much damage again?
8.
8 damage. Okay. So you swing down on it, and you hit it right smack in the skull, and the sword goes down to about the top of its snout. You've got this thing, its skull split in half. but it's still alive. So it's got its eyes crossed, looking at the blade coming out of its nose, and it's in pain and blood's going everywhere. A little bit of brain oozing out of the top, and unmercifully, it's still living. Its brain hasn't, its body hasn't quite registered with its brain yet that it's dead. It's still on its feet. So it is going to make its attack.
I was gonna say I'm just standing there shocked with the blade still in the head, like, oh,
It's supposed to work. So it makes a wild slut, like it's almost like it's in panic mode now. Like its brain, it's dead, but its body is still alive, and it's kind of like flailing, and you kind of dodge back a little bit, and you're able to avoid the slashes. But it is now Isaac's turn.
How far away is it from me again? I'm just
Within 10 feet of it.
All right. I would like to take out my. I would like to walk up and stab it twice with my short sword.
All right, go ahead. Roll attack.
I miss both 6 and 7.
All right. Joe, you get a second chance. All right, so you get your sword lodged in its skull, and the body is still the brain is gone, but the body is still kicking.
Okay. So with the sword stuck, we're gonna yank it out and go for the side slash, still two-handed.
Ready to take out the head, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take the head clean off and hope that just puts it out of its misery.
Go right ahead.
21 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 damage.
12 damage. All right, so you do just that. You draw the sword out, and then quick rebound, and the head just falls off the body, kind of flails a bit before it slowly topples to. Go ahead and take 23 XP. Should put you at 47. All right, and that is that encounter. Now, I will say, I forgot to mention this, but when you were in that first room, you had the pool to your left. To your right, you had two narrow tunnels branching out. One went about north in a northeasterly direction, and the other one went in a southeasterly direction. But in the room you're currently at, there's a narrow tunnel that you can just barely see through the light going directly straight ahead of you, deeper into the cave.
All right.
As you guys decide what you want to do, let's jump real quick back to Aaron. Aaron, are you still with us? You still with us, Aaron?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Hey, if you guys are a little slow and kind of tired here, it's your fault. You guys split the party. So having to jump back and forth, it can be a little boring. Okay, we're back to you. So you're here having a meal and drinking here in the tavern. Wintegon is he's sitting back at his table, and you're sitting here with the stranger and his friends, and you're going on having a good time. The storm is getting worse outside. You hear the pattering and the wind, the pattering of the rain. It's just super strong. And all of a sudden, the door bursts open. There's a strong gush of wind, and people kind of, oh, as the wind comes in. The revelry doesn't die down though; it just keeps going. But you do notice the three men that come in. Give me a second. Let me get their descriptions pulled up for you. You see a very tall individual. It's very rough and tough look. He's got a sleek black jacket on, the tails of which fall to his knees, with long sleeves that come all the way to his wrists. He's got shaggy black hair that comes about to the nape of his neck, and it falls down parted in the middle. And his eyes are two different colors. So his right eye is a rich green. The left eye, it's just a solid yellow iris. So it's still black pupil, and still got the whites of his eyes, but the iris is yellow. Behind him, coming inside, you see much shorter individual. He's very short and stocky. He's got a bowler hat on and a long trench coat that falls all the way to the floor. He's got what looks like matted blonde hair that it falls about to the top of to the bottom of his ears, and it's wet and kind of dirty from the rain. But his notable features are his sharp cheekbones. Behind them, see the stable master walk in from the last session that you interacted with, and they all kind of just stand there for a minute and slowly survey the room. The two men, the first one, the stable master. I'm sorry, the stable master is kind of like panting. He's kind of got a worried expression on his face, like an urgency. The other two men are just really calm, really collected, standing up straight, just surveying the room, clearly looking for something.
I'll just, take notice, but, be a bit more cautious in just how I'm acting, but continue in whether I was in a conversation beforehand or continuing my meal.
So the stranger, he had those 4 mugs of ale. He's on his 4th right now, and he kind of when the door opens and they look in, he comes around, he turns, gets a good look. Oh, great! Slams his mug on the table, and that's really all he says. The others kind of also give, I'm gonna say, disapproving looks. They don't really make any reaction. They don't make a move or anything. They just kind of look across the table and look at you and kind of look around. And yeah, that's all you get. You don't get the impression that they're scared of these men. You get the impression they're just not happy to see them. And looking around the rest of the room, you do get that impression from most of the people that saw them enter. They're kind of just like, they're not happy to see them necessarily. It's more just like, kind of like to see an individual that you didn't necessarily like at first glance, and you just kind of turn up your nose and don't really pay him any heed. That's kind of the impression you get from the room. They're scanning the room. Wintegon this time doesn't seem to notice. You actually look around. You don't see Wintegon. He's gone. You don't know where he went to. The stable master locks eyes with you, points at you, and then says something to the 2 men that you can't quite make out. And then the 2 men look at you. You look back at them. You can sense they're on a mission. They've got some business with you. They walk straight towards you. All the men sitting around your table kind of sit back in their seats, push their chairs back, ready to get up if at a moment's notice if they need to. Not to attack or anything, but to go in the opposite direction and leave you by yourself with these guys if the need arises.
I just wait for them to come to me.
Okay, so you're just sitting there kind of watching them. They get to you, and the tall man, like I said, he's got huge. Because you're sitting, he's actually, how tall are you, Aaron?
I am up roughly almost 7 foot.
Okay, so you're actually taller than he is, but because you're sitting down, he's taller than you at the moment. So you look up at him, he looks down at you. He'd say you're an adventurer.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, adventurer. If I were you, I'd be getting out of this town.
And who might you be?
He pulls his coat back. You see a little badge. It's uh, it's a crescent moon with you can see it looks like half of a face on one side, but that's just it, just the crescent, and it's looks to be platinum.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Name's Bridger, Marshall Hurt Bridger. This here's my deputy, Cole Hagafast. We're with the Reconstructionist Union, and this stable master here tells me that you introduced yourself as an adventurer. Is that correct?
Of some sort, yes. I'm currently on an adventure of knowledge.
How very noble of you. Don't get many half-orc that come around in these parts, but regardless of your race, we don't want no trouble with adventurers in the hand. And if you were smart, you'd forget about this little business of yours and you'd go live a normal life. Stay out of the way.
You may speak truth of the adventuring life, the traveling life as one of unwanted attention at times. I know that firsthand. I mean you no harm, but you will not dissuade me from my course.
Now, listen here. We don't want any trouble. I would hate to have, if this were have to go to blows. But
I would
but
as
I am
well.
prepared should the need arise. Now,
All I am doing here is enjoying a nice meal with some gentlemen I met.
and you are free to do that. I have no intention of stopping you. But as it comes to your adventuring, I ask you to cease and desist immediately, or there will be trouble.
So you tell me that you have the jurisdiction to cease someone's activities of travel.
You telling me you're unfamiliar with the Reconstructionist Union?
I may have heard of them, but I've been on the high seas for the last few years.
Roll a history check for me. Or wait. No, not history, I'm sorry. Roll intelligence.
16.
16. You have heard of the Reconstructionist Union. Not you're not like intimately familiar with all their details or anything, but it's a odd little social reformist organization. Prior to meeting Wintagon, you didn't really know anything about the desolation. However, but you didn't know about these guys. These guys, the Reconstructionist Union, they want to repair the world. They want to modernize it. They want to make it stronger. They want to make it better. There's some also political I won't say political aspirations, but there are some political reform that they are hoping to make to kind of to kind of oppose to the aristocracy that governs from Bardistilia. The members are the organization has, how should I say this? The organization has no formal structure per se. it's more of like a bunch of local groups across the hand that come together under the title Reconstructionist Union. And these people can be anything from uh, builders, miners, merchants, or just any type of class of people. Um, some seek political power, some seek social power.
Okay, so kind of remedying the effects of the desolation.
Yeah. Prior to meeting Wintegun, again, you didn't have any knowledge of a desolation. You just figured this group was just out to improve the world.
Yeah.
But now, having learned of the desolation, it kind of makes sense that well, maybe they are out to repair the desolation specifically, and they're out to make things right. Now, you've also heard the desolate, the Reconstructionist Union did have marshals that not exactly sure what they did though. For all you knew, for all you know, they try to keep the peace, try to keep order and structure. Again, you don't know really anything about the group itself, but you know the gist of it. You've heard of them. You've never actually encountered them. You've no idea why a marshal would be wanting to talk to you. You haven't done anything, right? But he seems very intense about you giving up the adventuring life.
As I speak, I'm standing up, just kind of, getting up from my chair to like, stand up and just kind of above him now.
He steps back and his hands fall to his coat side, kind of little cautiously. His deputy too reaches one hand inside the left side of his jacket.
My dear sir, I know of your group, of what you are working to achieve, to
Then
fix a broken world.
Then you know that you're standing in the way, son.
But my time, I have, how to put this, in my adventures, I have also done my fair share of removing from this world the negative effects of the desolation.
The desolation. You don't seem to quite understand, do you? You are a negative effect of the desolation. There would be no desolation if it weren't for your kind.
That may be true, but I did not fight. I was not one to cause it. There are always side effects of war, and there are always people blamed in war and destruction. That yes, they may have been related to the cause, but they are not the cause.
Now the smaller deputy, he's looking up at you and don't you know what caused the desolation, half-orc?
I have heard tales.
You caused the desolation. Adventurers. It's your fault, but the world is as it is now. And then the marshal says, we mean to protect the hand. We want the hand to be safe, secure. We want to fix all of this. Now, it's my job as a deputized marshal of the Reconstructionist Union to seek out those remaining adventurers and their groups, put a stop to it. Now,
would you stop all farmers?
Now I'm off.
If one group of
offering,
farmers.
Hear me out. Now I'm offering peaceably cease and desist all adventuring activity, or we'll have to make you do it.
I see what you are trying to do. I understand it. But would you try to stop all farmers if there was one group of farmers that, caused a sickness from a bad crop?
It's a little bit different than that, Sonny.
I am just...
There are some nuances that I think you're overlooking.
I am on a journey to seek knowledge, to understand this world, and help where need be. If that is adventuring, then so be. I am an adventurer.
Seeking knowledge is a noble pursuit, and I applaud you in that. And I would recommend you to any school that might still exist within the hand if you can find them, or the best school in Bartistilia. I encourage you to seek them out and seek your knowledge. But to adventure in seek of your knowledge, your plundering, looting, your you're rambling throughout the countryside. It's uncalled for, scaring villagers, scaring settlers, scaring the people that are trying so hard to forget the past and rebuild what it is that our forefathers and their fathers before them lost. Now, before you say anything, I'm not here to arrest you. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to warn you. And this is your last warning. I recommend you get out of town, cease and desist all adventuring activity, go to Bartistilia, enroll in a school, learn all the knowledge you can, and live your life in peace.
I appreciate the warning. I value what you have given. But this is one of the only ways I, myself, can learn. Do you see any high school and noble school accepting someone of my nature? I mean, you yourselves know of what I am. Everyone can see it.
The world is changing.
And yet some can't get rid of those old hatreds.
You really, for all your talk and for all your saying that you know about us, you really don't know nothing, do you? The Reconstructionist Union has a school. It's not in Bartistilia, mind you, but you can find it near Strattenheim. We have set up a school, and we are not prejudiced. We are not biased toward any group. We understand that you're a tamed, a creature that's been civilized, that came up from the desolation, or whose ancestors came up from the desolation. We do not discriminate against any. Now, there are those who look at the halflings and see nothing more than a slave class meant to be exported and taken away to the plantations across the expanse. There are people that look at the tamed and just see monsters, thinking monsters, but monsters nonetheless. We see no difference. In our society, there will be no class standard. There will be no difference. Elf, man, dwarf, halfling, they're all the same to us. This is the future we see. There are ways in our world, in the world that we promise. Now, cease and desist. Well, this time tomorrow we will run you out of town. Take that back. Cease and desist. Well, this time tomorrow we will deal with you ourselves. And believe me, you do not want to mess with me or my deputy here.
Thank you for your concern, for your warning. I still have business here in town with these men here and with others here in town. But I will continue my journey of knowledge.
Tips his head. Good day to you.
Good day.
He and the deputy walk out, and the stable master, you're not going to do anything? He's an adventurer. And he sees the deputy and the marshal walk out and without acknowledging him, and he's left standing there looking at you, looking at them. And he follows them out the door. And then the room is gone completely silent. And the stranger Adventurer, huh? Never took you for one of those. You surprise me, Sonny.
You might call me that. More of a traveler. Help where I can.
Well, for all their high talk about not discriminating, they sure don't seem to like you folks very well.
Not many do. Too many old wounds.
Well, I ain't too keen on adventurers myself, but I tend to judge the man by who he is, not who he's associated with. So you're welcome at my table anytime.
And I thank you.
However, I am familiar with these two. I am familiar with these two. Bridger and Hackerfast. They'll scour the whole hand for you. They'll rally up a posse. They'll chase you to the ends of the earth if they have to see every last adventurer brought to justice. You'd be surprised to hear, you wouldn't want to hear what they did of a last adventurer in these parts.
I hope not to.
So he takes he shouts out, "Hey, another ale!" And you hear the maid kind of shout at him. You can't tell what exactly she said. And so he sits there. So, seeking knowledge, huh? Is that why you're interested in looking for magic?
Yes.
So you seek a knowledge of a magical sort. Well, not many.
Both worldly and magical. I've learned a lot of the world, of how it works and how to live in it. But magic is still the one to escape me.
Well, see, magic is a tricky thing. It's not natural, you see. Some say that it comes from beyond the stars. Now, whether or not you believe all that cosmic mumbo jumbo, it does come in handy every once in a while. But there are some that would rather stay away from it. It's a dangerous sort of business, if you know what I mean.
That it can be.
I've heard a lot of noble men, high elves, sturdy dwarves, going mad after learning the wrong kind of magic. And you seem like a decent enough fellow. I'd hate for something like that to happen to you.
Hopefully it does not in my journey.
Tell you what, Gurth, my friend. I know I beat
Jimothy.
Jimothy, that's right. Tell you what, Jimothy. Tell you what. I like you. And even though I beat you twice, I beat you twice there.
You will still disagree on whether you palmed the field.
To each his own. But I'll go ahead and give you that information you're seeking.
Thank you.
The old man says you weren't interested in a wizard, interested in magic. Now I see why. I think that's a noble endeavor to seek to better himself. So if you seek to learn anything about magic, go up the east road a few miles. Come across an old shack. Last time I went by there was a wizard took up residence there. Maybe he can give you a little bit what you're looking for and give you a start in your quest.
That would be quite. Thank you.
Absolutely. Anytime. Of course, this has been 2 days ago since I last traveled the road. He could be there still. Could not be. You never know. These are wild lands, the hand. You never know what could happen in the span of a day or even an hour.
Indeed.
Well, it's getting off toward noon, and I better be about my business. Been a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure speaking with you.
And a pleasure too, stranger.
But I wouldn't disregard Marshall's warning so easily. They'll come after you. These marshals, they're fighters. They're killers.
I know that they will come after me. I hope that I will not have to bury them.
I like your spunk. But I will say, the last adventurer that came through these parts, No, he was a mighty dwarf of valor. Very had uh, many a monster kill under his belt. That Marshal Bridger, he had that dwarf lying dead in the streets faster than you could blink. Just be careful.
The next time we may encounter each other, remind me the story of Hopeland. Dovland, sorry, Dovland. My time on Dovland.
I'll do that. I wish you the best of luck. He reaches out his hand to you.
As I leave from the handshake, there's 2 copper pieces in his palm. Thank you.
Mighty generous of you. And he gets it from the table, nods over at Soldo, and they head outside. All right. Let's go back to Joe and Isaac. I do apologize. It is getting late. This has gone on. See, this is what happens when you guys split this party.
Mhm.
You guys are evil. I'll just tell you that much.
I mean,
I
the
mean,
next thing I would do would be to head towards any direction or semblance that I'd know of for where Wynde went,
Okay.
since
Yeah.
I was also told of.
Yeah. So you head back to the stables. Are you guys good to keep going, or do you guys need to get off? I know, Joe, you said that you had some stuff going on tonight.
I think I'm good for another little bit.
Okay.
But I don't know how much more you have. I would hate to cut it short.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I've got another 30 to 45 minutes, like, like 8:45.
Okay.
It's probably the latest.
All right. I doubt you're gonna get to the dungeon that quickly, but we'll find out. You guys have just, I mean, you guys are still kind of in the doorway, but it's not super long. It's more of just
Tedious.
it's tedious, I guess. Aaron, are you good if you go ahead and sit out for the rest of the session, and then we'll just try to speed run this dungeon?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and work on that. Try to get you guys through the dungeon. If we don't get through it in time, Joe, would you be willing to come back for another go at it?
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully we'll get it done. I'll try to abridge a few things that I had planned for you. Maybe take out a couple of the encounters, but we'll try to get through it as quickly as we can. Isaac, are you with us?
yes, I am.
All right, let's go. So, last I mentioned, you guys are standing in this open room. You've got a narrow tunnel that leads deeper into the dungeon, straight ahead of you. Back behind you, you still got that room with the pool, and you've got 2 paths headed in a northeasterly direction and then a southeasterly direction.
Okay. Before we move anywhere, because he's holding the torch, I'm gonna give myself dark vision.
Okay. Does that have a duration?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, that's plenty of time. All right, so you've got dark vision. Isaac, do you want to do anything before we head out?
I don't think my character can really do anything.
Okay.
So, I mean, we ball. Let's go.
All right.
We ball.
I'm assuming you guys picked up your weapons and your arrows that you discarded.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
of course.
Where do you want to go? You can go straight ahead of you. You can backtrack and go through those passages, or what?
I want to go straight ahead.
I was gonna say I agree, because either they're guarding something, they think something's important back there, or they're just rude.
Yep. Okay. So,
Are we still in like a 5-foot crevice?
no.
sliding
You're in
this?
an open cavern right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you go straight through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excuse me. Who is in the lead?
I am.
All right. So you're walking through. Give me a perception check real fast.
12.
All right. You start walking into this tunnel. You get about 10 feet inside. Joe, you're just about to enter the tunnel. You hear a sound of stone rubbing against stone. Uh, yeah, and it's coming from right above your head, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
You look up, and through the light of the torch, the stone ceiling is quivering. And then up ahead of you, as far as you can see the top of the ceiling collapsing, completely blocking the path. And it's coming, and the collapsing ceiling is
Coming towards us.
coming towards you. Yeah.
All right. I turn around and begin to shove Joe's character. Go, go, go! Run! Run! And I just start sprinting as fast as I can the other way.
The other way. Okay. So you get out just in time, but the passageway is now completely blocked. You look around. Um, you notice now that there's a large stone about 5 feet wide sitting at the base of the entryway into this tunnel. The stone is not natural. You can see that it was placed there purposefully, and it's not stable. It's not secure.
Mm.
Okay, so that passageway is now blocked.
Got it. Uh, where were the other entrances?
Back behind you in that first cavern that you came through. So I said you've still got the pool was on the left, and then the passageways were on the right.
Can I hand my torch to Joe and swim in the pool to see if there's anything in it?
Sure. You go back and you look at the pool. Um, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
No. Oh, great. 3.
3. So your first intention is you want to go to the pool. You want to jump in and see if there's another way, like if there's a tunnel underneath the water, or if there's anything useful that you might be able to find. Just exploring it a little bit. But you look at this pool. It's water, but it's not water. It's thick, black liquid. It moves like water, and it feels like water, but it's not entirely water. So you look at it, you register this, but yet you still go towards it. You don't get in it.
Is there any way I could like pick it? I'm trying to figure out how to. Can I take a sample and just like put it in a vial or something?
Before you do that, you walk up to the pool and you peer into it. And despite how black and thick it is, you can see your reflection, plain as day. But then your reflection changes. And the next thing you know, you ever had an experience like you're lost in a daydream or something,
Yes.
and you almost forget where you're at? You're inside your daydream, like you're oblivious to everything around you.
Yeah, that I Googled it. It's called disassociation.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you feel like you're outside your body, but you feel like you're like 1 inch from your body, but you're still able to control things. You're just not able to focus on one thing.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So that's what you're experiencing right now. You see a boy, 8 or 9 years of age. He's standing.
I stab it.
Well, hold on. You can't do anything at this point. All you can see, like, you can't, like, all you can do is just observe right now. That's all you can see.
Mm.
So you stab it. That's your first reaction.
Yeah.
So you see a boy.
Shouldn't be seeing random little boys in this cave.
Oh, child! You don't belong here. Man, I don't know what you're gonna do once you find this girl. Man, I'm just kind of scared now. All right, all right. So you see this boy, 8 or 9 years old, standing in erect attention. He's looking at something directly in front of him. He's naked from the waist up, so he's got trousers on, but above the waist, nothing. His age, 8 or 9. His topless torso reveals the last few traces of baby fat still crossing his arms and his belly. But like all children around that age, he kind of sways from side to side, a little impatient. And then you see someone pacing in front of him. You can't see a face. All you can see is pretty much from the shoulders down. This man is pacing, hands behind his back, methodically, almost rhythmically. You recognize the boy. A lifetime ago, you knew this boy. As the vision starts to focus, the words that the man you see can tell that this man is speaking. You can't see his face, but his words come into focus. He's got kind of a strange, again, almost methodic accent to him. There are 3 pillars that a monk must never forget. They must guide him, direct him, flow through him. Bind these upon thy forehead, my boy, and wear them as an amulet around thy neck. Now the boy, he starts he kind of like children often do when they're called to attention. They just kind of stand there blinking, blinking stupidly. Like
I thought you were gonna just say cough and hack with no regard of who gets infected.
No.
Sorry.
So he stands there and watching him, and he holds his hands at his side. But again, little boy, a little antsy, his fingers are clawing at the folds of his trousers. Now the man whose face you can't see raises a finger as he briskly turns to continue his pacing. Number 1, to subdue the body, a monk must first learn to subdue the mind. A mind that has not been subjected to the will of its master is incapable of harnessing flesh and bone. First learn tranquility, and the rest shall come. This boy, has heard this lesson hundreds of times, but he still remains attentive. At the mention of mind over body, he begins the rhythmic breathing pattern that he'd been taught since infancy. He can feel his pulse relax slightly, and he can sense the colors in the room grow more vibrant and the sounds grow more sharper. Number 2, the spirit guides and the flesh follows. Temporal reflections are no better than the blind eyes of whose sight has been given to the dark. But a monk walks in the sight of the inward man, in the flame of life which lights his path. The boy's rhythmic breathing grows deeper. His mind relaxes, and he feels himself as if he were separate from his own body. While his eyes remained focused on his teacher, his sight was far away, lost in the deepness of space and time, peering through that window that looks into the soul. Number 3, a master of oneself is a master of all. He who gives way to the emotions of flesh is unfit even to rule in a kingdom of serfs. Set aside thy base and idle thoughts. Clear the inward man, subdue him, and all that remains will be one with thyself, mind, body, and soul, all flowing together as one unbroken stream. Yes, that's it. Breathe. Can you feel it? The boy, at last, closes his eyes. It wasn't darkness that he saw, but a soft glow twinkling within. The flame of life, his master had said. It enveloped his entire being. He felt its warmth engulf him. Each sinew and muscle fiber relaxed, and the boy was left with a sensation of nothing. His body was standing in the meditation tent, but he had gone elsewhere. In that moment, there was nothing. No one. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing but him. Nothing but Gurth. Not a boy. Not a boy. Not a body. Just Gurth. Yes, Master Hansen. Nothing but Gurth answered. I feel it. I want you to gain 1 point of inspiration.
Yeah.
Now,
I thought you were gonna give me like blind sight or something. like I'm meditating and then I can like see 10 feet around me. Yeah.
Not quite. Take 1 point of inspiration. Now your consciousness suddenly comes back into your body. The pool is gone.
Hurrah.
You see Isaac kind of just go completely distant and unresponsive. And he kind of wakes up and jolts awake and stands up. You can see the pool, Joe. The pool is still there for you. And he stands up and kind of looking around where, for him, the pool used to be, but it's gone. To your eyes, he's looking at the pool, searching it. Just kind of like, almost like he's trying to find it, but it's right there in front of him. That's what you see. What do you want to do, Joe?
I'll walk up to him, kind of like wave my hand in front of his face, like
He's
you
aware
good?
now. He's aware now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can we pause this? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Joe, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Yep, the pool has come within your sight, so go ahead and make a saving throw.
Eight.
8. Okay. So as you're standing in front of Isaac, you look down at the pool, and your eyes just kind of go big, and you kind of get that same trance look that he had. Your arms fall to your side, and you drop down to your knees, and you lean over it, peering in. And again, you experience the same sensation that Isaac felt, that kind of out-of-body experience, but you're unaware of anything around you, just what you see. Hold on, my page is loading. You hear a stream, water, in the distance. Somewhere you know you can't reach it. A parching thirst burns within you. It consumes you. More than life itself, you know you need what only the water can give you. But then it changes. The sound of water, it's not water at all. It's the sound of her voice, laughing. She's there, somewhere. Somewhere you know you can't reach her. Samos, how long has it been since you've heard that voice speak your own name? The sound of it is too much. You cry out for her, but no sound comes out. Samos, she says again. Had she heard you? No, she couldn't have. She was gone. But she was there, lost somewhere in the void. Somewhere, yet nowhere. Nowhere, yet there. You could see her, just standing just at the edge of your sight. Her golden hair is clear and smooth as threaded gold, but her skin was deathly pale. She was dressed all in flowing white, white the likes of which you've never seen before. From the distance, her eyes lock with yours, but only for a moment. Then she's gone again. Samos, her voice is more distant now, fading. Desperately, you reach out for her, stumbling through the void. She is somewhere. Somewhere you know you can't reach her. Where did you go? Her voice is nothing but an echo now. Why did you leave me? A moan escapes your throat, but it's lost in the void, silenced even as it leaves your mouth. Come back to me. Come back. Come back. She's gone. Lost forever. No, she's not lost. You know where she is. Dead. She's dead. You stop your fruitless pursuit of nothing and look at the void around you. No, she's not lost. It's you. You are the one that is lost. You're lost without her. Lost somewhere in the blackness. Somewhere. Somewhere you know she can't find you. For the duration of this dungeon, you're going to roll disadvantage on all constitution checks roll disadvantage on all constitution checks until your next long rest.
Okay.
Isaac, are you back with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. Now, Joe, you come to, and you stagger up to your feet. And just the sight of seeing her in your mind like that just kind of reinvigorates you and just kind of drives this a mad focus into your brain. The pool's gone.
Pool is gone. Is there anything in the place of where the pool was?
Nope, just empty.
Just a big empty hole?
Well, it's as if the pool's never been there. So it's just the stone floor again.
Can I touch the stone floor?
Sure. Nothing.
Just the stone floor?
Nope, nothing there. Just
All
stone.
right.
It's just the floor. It's as if the pool was never there.
I love it. All right. Man.
I don't know about you, but after that emotional train wreck that I just experienced looking at strange goop, I think I'm ready to move on. Let's say you and I head down a tunnel.
Absolutely.
All right. Hold on a second. Just writing those conditions down for you guys. Okay, so you go down. Which one do you want to go down? You got one going northeasterly, one going southeasterly.
I want to go northeast.
Northeast. Okay, you gonna follow him, Joe?
Yup.
All right. You make your way. It's about 40 feet to the other side. Nothing happens. It's a narrow stone corridor. The light has no problem reflecting. It reflects off the walls and lights your way clean as day. You come to a little catty corner turn forward. So as if you were going deeper into the way you were originally intended going through the first passage. You're now headed in that same direction. And you come all the way. You guys walk for about 2 minutes, just at a steady pace, kind of making your way through the stones and the jagged rocks that line the walls. And you come to a crossroads. You got a passage that goes left. You got a passage that goes right.
Let's go left.
Go left.
Yes.
All right. Start heading that way. A few seconds go by and you come to another crossroads This one only goes left. You can see the rubble where it's collapsed from. Oh, all you know is that it's collapsed, but it looks like it's been freshly fallen. That the roof has caved in. There's not a lot of dust on these rocks like there is elsewhere. So this is a pretty fresh cave-in. So the only option is to go straight. Hold on a second. What do I got for you guys? Okay. So you come into the room, immediately opens up. It's kind of like this hexagon-shaped stone room. Unlike the rest of the cave, which had a lot of stone, like jagged stones and stuff like that, this is pretty empty. It's swept clean. The only thing is that there's a pedestal in the middle of the room. It's about, I'd say about 10 feet in circumference, and it sits up about 3 feet from the ground. Next to it lies a fallen statue. That's it.
Can I walk up and touch? What does the statue look like?
The statue is a woman. She is it's completely stone, so there's no color or anything, but it's very well detailed. She's standing in a gown, just this big flowing gown, and she's got her let me see if I can demonstrate. She's got her hands pressed against a book. The book is stone, part of the statue, but she's holding it clasped between her hands.
This is a long shot, but is the book detailed? Like, is there writing on the outside of the book to see what kind of book she's clasping?
Let me think. No. Now you can see that the statue had at one time sat atop the pedestal, but it's since fallen off. Or it's been toppled over.
All right.
Joe?
Does it look like the statue? I want to examine it and see if the statue toppled over naturally just from old age, or if something caused the statue to fall.
All right. Make a investigation check.
14.
14. You can't tell whether or not someone knocked it over or it fell on its own, but you can tell its placement is like the way it's lying as opposed to the pedestal was intentional.
Oh.
Can I investigate? Wait, so it's off its pedestal. Is it broken off or is it?
No, it looks like it just sits up there. However, there is a lip around the edge of the pedestal that it sits inside of.
All right. Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything suspicious, anything interesting, any writing that I can write down?
No writing, no. But yes, go and do an investigation check.
Alrighty.
Are you investigating the pedestal or the statue?
Both, and also 10.
10. You don't notice anything unusual, but you do notice that should I say this? I guess you should say it's unusual that the pedestal is off the statue, and the way it's laying was definitely intentional. Like you can, like again, you don't know if it was knocked over, but you can tell the way it's lying and the way that it looks like it may have fallen, as it looks like it just fell. But with the lip around it, it shouldn't have fallen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the pedestal itself is oddly smooth for um for what you would expect.
All right.
Said it was a 10-foot diameter.
Yeah. So
Is
the statue stands about 4 feet tall, and the base of the statue is all, or yeah, the base of the statue, like because she's standing on a circular plate that fits onto the base of the
Can I
statue.
try rotating the plate?
Um, the plate, oh, the plate on like what she's standing on.
Yeah.
It doesn't rotate. It's
Oh,
solid
okay.
stone.
Yeah.
But
Should I just
you do notice that the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I thought it'd be one of those like stone plate puzzles. Sorry.
Oh, not that she's standing on. No,
Hmm.
because remember she's standing on a base plate. Like she's standing here. The statue fell over, and then there's the actual base that the statue stands on.
Got it.
I'm gonna try to pick it
Uh
up and put it back in its spot.
oh yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Statue surprisingly light, actually, for being solid stone. It could maybe 45 pounds, which is still a decent amount, but for solid stone, you would have expected it to be heavier. You place it on the pedestal. The grinding sound doesn't come from the statue, but it comes from somewhere else in the cave, and it gets to a point, and it clicks, and it stops,
Hmm.
and the statue kind of sinks a couple inches onto the pedestal.
Can I investigate what made it click or what around
Well,
us?
no, that was just a sound that you heard somewhere echoing through the cave.
Is there any entrances and exits? I mean, is there any other places we could go down in this room?
Not in this room. No, you got to go back the way you came.
All right. I would like to go back the way we came.
Okay, Joe, you got something?
I have a feeling that has to do with the door that almost crushed us that's not natural. I think I'd like to take a look down that path again as we head back the way we came.
Okay. Um, the ceiling that almost fell on you. Is that what you're
Yeah,
referring to? You come back. No, it's still blocking your way.
bummer.
It's been undisturbed.
Mm.
Undisturbed. So all that leads left is the southeastern passage.
Well, you can go back to that first intersection. You guys chose to go left. You can go the right direction. Because that passage still led out.
That's true.
Uh,
That's more likely if we were able to hear it echoing through the cave like that.
Mhm. All right.
We'll go that way.
You guys want to go that way?
yeah, go that way.
All right. So you go. It comes to another dead end, but it opens up to a small enclave on the right, which through a narrow doorway opens into a larger room again. So standing in this larger room, Isaac, you can't see this through the light of the torch, but Joe, you have dark vision. You can see all the way to the other side of this larger room. You see a fully intact skeleton, propped up against the wall in a sitting position with its head at an awkward, craned up angle pointing upward. Like it's not broken, but it's a very uncomfortable, awkward position. And to see uh, the spine right there in the neck twisted up that way, it said it's not broken, but it looks very uncomfortable. Like the skull is the face is facing straight up.
An unnatural amount of curvature.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The skeleton is fully clothed, but the clothes are tattered.
then I would like to examine the upwards direction to make sure I'm not going to get
Okay.
dropped on by some slime or something.
All right. So you look up in the same direction that hold on a second, that the skull is facing, you do see something. Trapped between the stalactites coming down, you see a corked bottle. Looks like there's something inside.
Can we wait in between these stalactites?
Mm-hmm.
Can I check around can I do a perception check to check all around this room?
Go right ahead. You can't see the skeleton
Okay.
because it's just out of your line of sight. But yeah, you can do a perception check on what you can see.
8.
No, it's an empty room as far as you can see.
All right.
Something, but you do see something has caught Joe's attention on the far side. You don't know what it is, but
Okay.
so,
What is it?
Well, my newly acquired friend, I'm looking at the omen of death staring at the ceiling, and there appears to be a secret message somehow stuck up in the rocks. However, when a skeleton is looking upwards, it makes me not want to go towards the skeleton.
Oof. Can I do a survival check to survival or sleight of hand check to see if the bottle's trapped in any way?
that would be an investigation check. And
Yes.
once you get close enough to it, yes, you can.
Okay. Oh, 14.
14. No, it's not trapped. It's just a bottle with something inside.
Okay. I take the bottle.
So you can reach it. It's just within your height.
Mm-hmm.
Reach up, grab the bottle, give it a tug. It's resistant at first. Tug a little more. You pull it out. A little bit of dust and small rocks come up from where it was placed and where you pried it out. It rolls down. The sound of the falling debris echoes, crashes against the skeleton, and then there's just an ominous silence throughout the room. You've got the bottle in your hand. What do you want to do?
Is it corked up?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I would like to remove the cork and check what's inside of it.
Okay. I have just sent the contents of the bottle to your Discord.
Yep, personal message. Okay, sorry.
So it's a piece of paper, a crumpled up piece of paper, and that's what it says.
Hunter, I mean this in literally no way to insult you, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I can only make out one word.
Yep, that's
Is that the point?
So it is written, but it's in such a scraggly handwriting. It looks like someone wrote it in a hurry and with very messy in a very messy hand. So
All
yes,
right.
that the bad handwriting is intentional.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I was just like, you know what, I don't want to be that guy, but
But what's the word you can make out?
death.
All right. Well, there you go.
Alrighty. I show it to Joe and go, Can you read this?"
Joe, let me send it to you real quick.
Well,
Was
let
it
me
meant
get
for-
my squints out and see what I can decipher.
Oh, sorry, Hunter. Was it meant to be just for me, or is it just because
No, any of you can read it.
Oh,
I just sent it to you because you're the first one that looked at it.
okay. Yeah, just asking.
All right, Joe, you should have that in your Discord.
Stay away from death.
How can you read that, dude?
I trained myself in my own sloppy handwriting because I have horrible penmanship with my left hand, and I was very good at cursive.
Like I said,
Okay.
the scraggly handwriting is intentional. It's meant to look like someone wrote this in a hurry, and they were with a shaking hand.
Huh. Stay away from death.
Well, he definitely is dead. So I'm going to stay away from him. That seems like a pretty clear method. I'm going to go back the other way.
Hunter,
Yes.
is there any... Nah, doesn't work. Dang.
What's up?
No, I was gonna ask if I could show Joe the message that I wrote down, or show the message that I wrote down on a piece of parchment of the symbols outside.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Joe, Joe Hunter's sending you what my character wrote down on the outside. And if you could somewhat translate this better than I can, please do so. Because you can read cursive and I cannot.
This is not cursive that I'm about to send you, Joe, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I take out my piece of parchment
I'm sorry,
and I show it to Joe.
it's land it the way the picture was formatted didn't come out quite,
Oh.
but it's sideways. So sorry, Joe.
No, that's okay.
There might be a way that you can change that. No, there's not. Let me see if I can edit that and send it back because it's not meant to be landscaped like that. So Isaac, you may have been looking at it wrong. I probably should have prefaced that.
Is it supposed to be vertical?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's to be lengthways.
I mean, Hunter, with all due respect, I expected it to be like on the side of like just stone tablets, like
I mean, it is, but if written correctly, it would look like this. Let me send it to you guys
okay, yeah.
just to make sure you guys have the right interpretation of it.
Hmm.
You guys should have that now.
Ah,
All right, so you show them this. This was on the outside of the door, and then you've got the message in the bottle that you found. Isaac, did any of you write down the inscription that you saw inside the cave when you first walked in?
Write it down? No,
yes.
but I did remember it.
I remember it, yes.
Okay, just making sure because we're talking about notes. All right, so you just uncovered this cryptic note from the skeleton's bottle. What do you guys want to do now? There's nothing else in the room that you can see.
I would like to go back out and oh man, is there any female imagery in this room?
In this room, no.
All right.
So apart
Can I
from
go to can I go check around and see if there's any other female imagery in any other places?
yeah, we can get to that. So you go out the way you came. You come back to that intersection. You've already know what's down. So you go back the way you came, back into that main room where the pool was. Only other path is that southeasterly trail. So you guys go down that. Again, it turns catty corner, sort of northeast, the way the first passage did, parallel to that. You go, and again, you're at another crossroads. You got a path to your right, and then the path that keeps going straight.
Joe, do you want to go straight or to the right?
I'm feeling straight ahead.
Huh. All right, I go with Joe and go straight ahead.
You go straight, another catty corner, say that again. Another catty corner turn eastward, and then you hit another intersection. Joe, your dark vision can see that straight in front of you, it dead ends. So the intersection goes towards your left.
Towards the left. All right.
I follow Joe.
All right. You get to the end. You see another pedestal with another statue lying off to the side. This statue is holding the book. It's also holding a book, but it's holding the book. You can see me. It's holding it like this with its thumbs in the middle, as if it's getting ready to open it.
All right. I would just like to check for traps. Investigation check.
Investigation, go ahead.
2.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
All right. I would like to pick up the statue and put it back on its pedestal.
I find that funny. One member of the party checks for traps, has no idea. Nah, it's fine. He just picks it up.
We got it.
Just like to point that out.
You know, we ball. I haven't died yet. I've died once, but I haven't died yet.
Oh, that's right. You did reach 0 hit points at one point.
Yes.
Session 3, if I recall.
Yes.
The easy boss. Yeah. All right. So you pick the statue up. You set it back. Again. Click. And that's it. Somewhere in the cave.
All right. I would like to backtrack and find another statue.
All right. Before that, Joe, you got anything you want to do?
Is there anything else in the room besides the statue?
There is not. You're actually in a corridor that dead ends. So it's, again, about 10 feet wide passageway. And this statue just sitting at the end of the passage. And no, there's nothing in there.
Does anything happen if I rotate the statue?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you try rotating it? We'll find out.
I'm gonna rotate the statue.
All right, you rotate the statue. Nope, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. All right.
It's kind of, it's that stone sliding across stone sound as you turn it. No.
Fair enough. Well, then I guess we'll head back down the path to the previous intersection.
All right, you get down there. At this point, because you're coming back, it's to your left. So you go through, and it opens into another large room, another statue in the middle. This pedestal is... Sorry, I just drew a blank. The pedestal is in the center of the room. The statue is, again, lying on its back.
With the book open.
The book is open like this in one hand at its side, with the other hand, it's pointing.
Where is it?
Well, it's on the ground right now, so you don't know which direction it's pointing.
I would like to pick it up and put it on the pedestal.
You put it on the pedestal? All right, so it's standing with the book, with its head turned, pointing the other direction. So not back the way you came, but pointing towards the wall.
Do we hear the click sound?
The click? Yeah. So you hear that grinding sound, and then instead of a click, you hear a something sliding open and falling into place.
All right. I would like to go to the place where Joe said the dead end was.
Before you do that, you hear another sound. The passageway that you just entered into has been sealed shut. The statue, with a spring contraption that you had previously not noticed when you were setting the statue up, a spring contraption around its mouth, the mouth of the statue slides open. And Raiders of the Lost Ark style, a snake starts to slither out of its mouth.
Oh, thank God.
Initiative, everybody.
I thought you were just gonna lock us in this room and like poison gas us.
You know, I thought about that, and then I thought of a worse idea. So
13.
And it's funny, you didn't do anything for the second statue. You checked for traps on the second statue, and then you decide not to check for traps on the third statue.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, that's probably safe. And...
It's fine. None of the other statues were trapped. Hold on a second. Let me get set up. Oh no, what happened? You said 13?
Yes.
Joe?
10.
Okay. All right, so the same initiative order as last time. Before we do that, this snake is a sleek black. Uh,
Like a black mamba.
no, it looks like a cobra. Its head, it's got the fans like a cobra, but it's got a pinstripe, a red pinstripe, coming from the top of its head straight down the middle of its belly. I want each of you to roll. What do I want you to roll? I want you to roll an intelligence. No. Roll an insight check for me. Both of you.
7.
10.
Okay. Joe, you're not familiar with this snake. Isaac, you've seen a couple of them before, and you wish you hadn't. This is what is commonly known. It's not the actual name of the species, but it's commonly referred to as an assassin cobra.
Oh no. Does that mean I can take its poison out of its fangs?
Of course, that's the first thing you think of.
I have so many kits. I have a pan flute.
All right. So this assassin cobra, you're not exactly sure what makes it so lethal, but this snake is so deadly and its venom is so potent that it's often employed by assassins to cleanly and efficiently eliminate its victims.
All right.
Cleanly, efficiently, and quickly.
All right. I take out my pan flute.
Cool. Is that your action?
No. I play my pan flute to
Yay.
charm it.
I don't know how much good that is going to do you, but go ahead. Try.
Performance check.
Go ahead.
Yes. Ah, crap. 8.
If anything, that makes the snake a little bit more antsy.
All right.
And
Then I take out
it sees you, and its tail starts rattling, and it kind of stands up, and its head fans open. And
I take out my short sword and slash it.
well, your action would have been playing the flute.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Cool. You run up to it and you swipe at it. Give it a go.
Alrighty. Can you hear me while I'm doing this right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. 12 to hit.
12 to hit. Yes, that hits.
Okay, good. Yes. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
If slashing or piercing does anything, it does slashing.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so you slash at it. This skin is tough on the snake. Like you slash at it, and you draw a little bit of blood, but for the most part, it just kind of moves with the blade. So you slash it, and then kind of like if you were hitting a window curtain, it kind of just flows with it. So it flows with the blade, and then as the blade moves, it kind of slithers off the blade and comes back around, back to its first position, all in the blink of an eye. Is that your action?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, it is your turn.
All right. Okay, good. I had to make sure I wasn't muted.
Yep, you're good.
I am going to draw. Got the dual wielder feat. So I'm drawing both my rapier and my longsword at the same time.
Okay.
And I too will charge this thing. A slash with the longsword, a jab with the rapier.
Okay. Go right ahead, make attack.
It might help if I go to my actions page, not my inventory page. With the longsword, it is an 18.
That does.
hit
Yes, that hits.
for. Oh yeah, I'm definitely using my savage attacker on that to reroll that one. Great, not much better. 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
And then the rapier stab at a modified 20 for 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Good first round.
And then I'm going to use my action surge for one additional action, and I'm slashing it with the long sword again.
All right. Now these attacks you've made, they do kind of the same thing that Isaac's attack made. So your weapon and the snake are kind of, it's like this dancing motion almost. And that, I'm just throwing that in there. All right, go ahead.
Okay. A 14 to hit
14 to hit. Yes.
for 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. So the snake at this point is a little battered and bruised and bleeding from multiple lacerations. It is the snake's turn.
That's
And we are both within range.
You are absolutely both within range. Yes. Oh, let's see. I've got so many things I can do. Well, I had fun building this NPC. I kind of hate for you guys to kill it without me showing what it can do. Um, hmm. All right, Joe. It is going to, because you did the most damage, it's going to make a darting strike at you. $19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. So it darts at you and catches you in the shoulder, but it doesn't hang there. It catches you and bounces back. I want you to take, find my dice. 10, no, sorry, 7 damage. Should put you at 30.
At 30.
Isaac,
yes.
it comes back to its original position, and then with a sharp hissing sound, spits a spray of venom at you. I'm going to roll for attack. $17 to hit.
That hits, but let me know the damage. I am going to use my reaction to cut off any damage.
Okay. Give me a second here.
This is poison damage, correct?
Yes, take 12 poison damage.
Ah, never mind. I can't deflect it. Dang it.
Okay. That puts you at 6 HP, I believe.
Wait, what?
12 damage. You were at 19. My math is correct.
Yep. I did not know it was going to murder me.
This is an assassin cobra. It's in the name. It's in the name. It's got one job, is to kill people. All right, that is and it slithers back all to its original position, but its head is kind of almost like a boxer, how he's kind of moving around, ready for anything. The snake is just flowing its head around as it's standing upright. Isaac, we're back to you.
All right. So, considering this thing would like to run the fade. All right. So, here's what I'm going to do. Golly. So, I want to use my action to. I can't even prepare what I wanted to do. Because I'm a goober. Because I'm a gremlin! I would like to expend one one focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Can I stop you real quick? I forgot to do something for the snake's turn.
What?
It's going to use its bonus action to coil itself up as if it's
Okay.
getting ready to strike.
Okay. How big is this thing?
The snake itself, I'm gonna say it's about 12 feet long and maybe about 8 inches in diameter.
Got it. All right. I would like to expend 1 focus point and attack it with my short sword and then punch it with Fury of Blows.
Go for it.
Okay, so 20 to hit with the short sword,
That hits.
3 slashing damage.
That's just enough.
All right.
All right, so it's coiled up, and then you bring your sword quickly before it has time to react, and kind of as if you were cutting a knot, this coiled up snake, you split it down the middle.
Oh, it's dead?
Yes, it's dead.
Oh my
So
word.
because it was coiled up and you split it down the middle, it splits off into 4 different pieces, and the dead snake, the pieces kind of just flop around, kind of like a worm when you break it and it's still, or when you
Rip it apart.
rip it apart and it's still squirming. It's kind of like that with the snake.
Okay. Can I dismember it and take its venom sac?
For time's sake, let's just say you stash it away, and then you can do that later.
Okay, good. Yeah.
You can add that to your inventory. Snake
All right.
carcass or whatever.
What kind of venom is it?
Um, I don't know. It's potent. Its next attack would have killed one of you.
Yeah.
Well, potentially killed one of you. Its next attack that it was gearing up for, you'd have to make a Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you take 1d12 damage. If you fail, you're immediately knocked down to 0 hit points and have to start making death throws.
Oh, wow.
This encounter was meant. It's a trap encounter. The assassin cobra. Thing's meant to kill you quickly.
Aptly named.
Hunter, is it poison or acid damage?
Poison.
All right.
All right. So when that happens, the stone barrier that has sealed you in crumbles away. So you're now free to leave.
Can I add basic poison to my inventory or no?
Well, for time's sake, we'll do this later.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
So no, it's getting late and you guys still haven't found the monster yet.
Oh, great.
Still got the one-eyed monster you gotta track down. All right, let's just try to speed run this because we're at the end here. So I'm just gonna summarize everything here. You go out the way you came, back into the main room that you first entered in, where the pool was. Go up to where you fought the dragon-like monsters, and to your left, the wall that had previously been there is moved away with another passage leading down in. You go down that passage. It takes a sharp turn to the left, another turn to the left, and you come into a small chamber. Lots of stalactites and stalagmites coming from the floor and ceiling. Let me actually write down my notes here. There's a small, looks like a collection of goods, almost like a treasure trove, sitting piled up in the middle of the room. Standing on top of the pile is a one-eyed monster. You guys identify this as a cyclops.
Hooray. Odyssey moment. Pocket sand.
Just poke it in the eye.
All right. Are we
Just
fighting
about
this
to say
thing
the
or are
same
we
thing.
leaving this up for next time?
Well, it depends on whether or not Joe thinks he'll be able to make it for the next one. I know your team lead schedule, Joe, is finicky.
When would be the next
The
one?
next one would be 2 weeks from today. So let me find, it'd be the 21st.
21st. I'm gonna check my schedule right now and see what it says.
Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about the app?
What app?
About the app.
My Walmart app.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get the new update, or do you just mean in general?
I just meant in general.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. It's got a lot of bugs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
also, do you guys have to do the U-learns with the VR glasses, goggles?
No.
No, it's optional for us. We have the goggles, but we don't have to use them. There's
We
a way.
go through the exceptions page and lie on the quiz and say we either have motion sickness or they're not available.
See, I've never had to do that. I've always just hit because it gives me the option use glasses or don't use glasses. I just hit the don't use glasses.
Oh, I
Yeah,
always have to go through the VR exceptions.
Oh, I mean that might be what it is for mine. It doesn't have like a test or anything like that.
I have a very similar thing, except there's specific U-learns that are just straight up VR. And then we have to go, hey, team lead, could you, give it us an exception? They're like, yeah, we have to do this every time.
Hmm.
That's weird. They
Yeah,
just like on our system it pulls up you when you have it open and available, there's like a VR exceptions thing and you click on it, it takes you to a one question quiz that you can't get wrong. It's basically just like why do you need an exception? And it's VR headset not available. I get motion sick easy or something else. And most of the time I just choose VR headset not available and
Mhm.
then it plays it as like a video almost, an interactable video.
yeah, and even those videos are just super buggy.
They are, but you want to know a secret?
What?
If you get it to that stage,
Oh,
don't leave the video, but go back to the other page where you like select the VR exception and whatnot and refresh it, and it'll just mark that you did it. You don't even have to sit there and wait for it.
Dude, thank you so much. Genuinely.
see, I usually go through it just because it kills the time.
It is good. It kills the time, and you really should go through it. Because especially if it's active threat ones, team leads are supposed to have conversations with their associates about the active threat stuff. Um, so they might ask you stuff about it, but otherwise,
I mean, I'm a cart pusher and they never ask me anything.
Oh,
that's fair.
I mean, dude, I know I'm chilling, dog. I have no complaints. I'm outside all day. I push carts. I come in. I listen to a podcast on my phone for 8 hours, and then I go home.
there you go. Joe, did you get that schedule?
I did, and I'm actually off Saturday the 21st. So,
Would you be
I
interested in coming back?
yeah, I'd be interested so we can finish up and get some more going.
All right, cool. Yeah, we can just plan for that then, and we can pick up next session with the boss fight.
The boss fight.
Hog.
Aaron, are you still with us?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, we had to make you sit out a lot of that. It's your
Happens when
guys'
you split
fault.
the
You split the
party.
party. Um, so sorry, not sorry, I guess. Um, all
As a
right.
wise man's once said, womp womp, cry about it.
All right. Well, good job, guys. I hope all of you enjoyed that. It was a little slow going at first, but I think it picked up there towards the end. Joe, what did you think?
I think it was pretty good.
Good.
I agree. It picked up really well. The combat was fair and fun,
Yeah.
doable but not too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want this dungeon to be super hard. I actually skipped 2 combat encounters in the dungeon for time's sake. So, but hey, it's fine.
Which makes me feel a little bit bad because I know you planned all this stuff, but
Oh,
then we had to cut
it's
it
fine.
short.
It's fine.
But
It took me like 20 minutes just to put them all together, so it's not a huge deal. I can always recycle them.
true.
Um, Aaron, how was that? Your session was more role play based.
Yeah.
Did that go well? What did you think of the game at the beginning?
It was just a pure luck game
Hmm.
of what the role would be interesting if it wasn't like you just do the same color as it, but you roll 4 dice
Hmm.
and then
And you, oh yeah,
and then you choose which one. So there is a bit of strategy. It's like, okay, I have, this wide range. That's good. But if I only have, really high numbers or really low numbers. When do I play those? Adds a bit more strategy and skill into the game.
Yeah, I can see that working out. I might try that next time. See about doing that. You talking like you roll the main token, the lead token, and then
It's like,
you have these four, but you can play whichever one you want. Is that what
yeah,
you?
so basically you'd keep it hidden. You'd everyone would roll it and just, keep them hidden, what they got.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, okay, first one's 7. Okay, now which one of mine? I have a 7. Best to play that. Or it's like, I have a 10 and I have a what? 4.
Hmm.
They're both on either sides. Do I want to keep the higher number or the lower number? Because we don't know what we're gonna roll next.
Yeah, I can see that working better. I
Instead of just, okay, it's just a luck game of
Yeah,
basically who can roll higher.
right.
At that
Yeah,
point, it's
I think
basically a
I
game
think
of,
that's a good idea. I'll have to make some modifications, and maybe if you ever frequent another tavern in the campaign, we can try it that way.
yeah.
I think that does sound much better. Isaac, how about you? How are you feeling with it?
I love it.
All right, that's all I need to hear. All right, well, thank you all for joining, Joe. I'm glad you could make it. It's good to get a new face in here and a new kind of a new experience with it. Kind of
Yeah, it was good to
a
get back
different.
into D&D again after a little bit. I think it's been oh crap. Let me look the last time I messaged my previous DM was yeah, about a year ago. February 23rd, 2025.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, you wouldn't know it watching you play. You got the role playing going, and you know the rules, so that's good. That's more than I've got. All right. Well, Aaron and Isaac, you guys have already got the set schedule. Joe said if you're willing and if you're available and want to, then yeah, we can see you back here on the 21st.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, of course, if anything goes on and I can't make that.
Yeah, not a problem.
And of course, like if I can't make that and you need to continue that encounter, feel free to use Samos and
Mhm.
roll. And if he dies, he dies. I get it,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Um,
either way, we'll keep this character back, and that way, if future sessions from now, you ever want to come back in, we can just pick up the same character and continue where he left off.
yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Well, it's good playing with y'all. Good seeing y'all again. I'll see y'all 2 weeks from now.
Alrighty, good night,
Well,
gentlemen.
actually, Joe, I'll see you
Tuesday.
Tuesday. That's right. All right. Well, you all have a good night. Have a good week.
You as well.
You too.
Peace.